Holy shit, Burt Reynolds.
Man, he's good. Barely even look like him.
Rosie O'Donnell. Tell him to get Rosie.
Oh, yeah, Rosie.
Nah, too easy. Give him something hard.
You guys had really rough childhoods, didn't you? A little bit rocky.
Hey, sweetheart. Let me tell you something. You have my permission. I ever turn into one of those things? Do me a favor. Blow my fucking head off.
Oh yeah, you can count on that.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into the media. Good morning. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. I'm listening to the soundtrack to Dawn of the Dead. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. I can see inside you, the sickness is rising. All that was good is gone. Oh no, the world is a scary place. Now that you've woken up the demon inside. I love this song. Who sings this? Yeah, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You bubber, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. That was a great movie. All right, anyway, I'm done. Good morning, everybody. I gotta watch my zombie movies. I gotta catch up on zombie movies because I didn't know what to do in the apocalypse. People are hoarding plungers now. They're hoarding plungers. The toilet paper hoarders are being outdone by the plunger hoarders. This is where we're going. It's dark here. It's darkness because we going into dark times. Oh boy, they're mad at me. Hang on, let me bring VK into this. They're mad at me. They're upset with me this morning. Oh yeah, you need to take it seriously. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna talk anything about but anything but the virus. I guess we have to, and to me, it's useless. Did y'all see Dr. Black? What's his name? Drew Blast. Did y'all see him? They said he was a TV on doctor. He was a doctor on TV. He just told you. He said that you're mentally ill. That the illness is minor. The illness is minor. The illness is minor, but the devastation ain't gonna be. You have an apocalypse happening, and it's not no damn virus. It's your damn nocebo effects from you watching the news too much. Good morning, everybody. Hang on, let me put the VK thing on, and then I'm gonna share it out. Good morning, good morning. Deborah is in the house, and Christine, Rebecca, and Kimberly, and Hillary, and Megs, and who else? Oh, Megs loves zombie movies. So do I. Shaun of the Dead was a classic, sis. Oh, it was a classic. Everybody needs to watch Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead, you need to watch it. And there was another funny one like Shaun of Zombieland. Get your Zombieland rules, people. You're gonna need them. You're gonna need them. You're gonna get your Zombieland rules. I'm hoarding deodorant. That's what I've decided. Everybody you gotta figure out what you're gonna hoard. Because this is apparently what we wanna do. Hang on. Where is VK? No, that's not VK. That's VK right there. Everybody get the hoard. I'm hoarding deodorant. I got deodorant. Nobody get deodorant. I'm a hoard. It's just so funny to me. We're such a silly species. And in the meantime, all the elites are getting on the airplane. They're all probably heading to Antarctica. They got a place to go. You ain't got no place to go. I see some suspicious things about this. I want to raise my mouth about. I think I got told. What did they tell me? They told me, said, "Well, you have a voice. You're supposed to be speaking seriously." Oh no, I don't have a serious voice. I have a voice that just doesn't want people to die. During times when you're being stupid because they're manufacturing madness because they want to sell you some stories, you still believe it. Everybody believes in principles. How come we all agree that any decision made in fear is a bad decision until it's time to make a decision in fear? How come that works out that way? What is that about? I'm like, no, you're literally making a fear. The emergency rooms are packed, people. You know, it's sick people that got to get in the emergency room. They ain't got no time for your nocebo effect, but they don't have time. They're dying in the lines trying to get in. Besides the fact, the nocebo effect is real, and you just watching the news, you can catch the virus. You can catch all kind of viruses just watching the news because the nocebo effect kicks in. You got I'm coining a new phrase. I'm allowed to do so. Webster went all over this planet, named every damn thing. I'm coining a phrase. I'm coining hypochondriac disaster capitalism. That's mine. I want that. I'm a hypochondriac disaster capitalism because we all got somebody in the family. Everybody got somebody sick all the damn time. Doesn't matter what. My son is one of it. Doesn't even really matter. I feel a tickle in my throat. I probably gave him that DNA. I keep reminding myself so I don't fall into the nocebo effect. Like, I ain't sick, dummy, you ain't sick. You was in the basement yesterday. Oh yeah, because every few minutes I feel a tickle like, oh, you know, because my throat's a little sore. I actually met a lady yesterday. Her boss has got the cuckoo virus. He's one of the confirmed cases around here. I sat down and talked to her for a minute. We had to talk about some aliens and save the world. Like, they sitting around somebody whose boss was exposed to the cuckoo virus. Yes, I was. I'm not worried. It's crazy. I mean, every few minutes I am, but it only comes in for a moment. It did nocebo effect to sneak in because everybody else, a side effect of watching everybody coughing and sneezing and hacking and throwing up and running in the streets and calamity is you getting it. Okay, so nocebo, you will make yourself sick. I have to keep reminding myself every time I feel that tickle because I was in the basement. I didn't have that paper mask. You know how y'all put that paper mask on to stop the bioweapon? I didn't put it on. I don't, because sometimes I just go, it's sometimes safer because if I got like a few pieces of wood to cut, I'll just go on down there, hold my breath and go. But you know, sometimes dust gets in there and it gets in my throat. It's got a little tickle. I got to remind myself every 15 minutes, yeah, you're not sick, bro. You're not sick. Don't let your imagination don't let these people give you a nocebo cuckoo flu. Okay? It's a real thing. It's science, baby. So I have to keep reminding myself, you ain't sick, dummy. You're just stupid. You're not sick. You're stupid. You mix concrete and cut wood and you try to hold your breath. You ain't young as you used to. You can't hold your breath for a minute. You only hold it for 30 seconds. But I think people are getting a madness, and it's manufactured madness, and people gonna die. So as long as people who got real illnesses gonna die, and because you got hypochondriac disaster capitalism, because you can get famous if you get the cuckoo flu now. Like, do you think it's like suspicious Americans started coughing before it even hit the before they brought that plane from the people and put them in California? They said they took them up to Oakland. My mama called me, said, yeah, baby, they didn't take them to the black community. I was like, yeah, mama, but the black community got something in common with the poor white community. They po. They ain't take them to Beverly Hills. Oh no, they took them sick people. The Americans started coughing before they even got here. Why? Because right now you can get famous for catching the cuckoo flu. So people catching the cuckoo flu, they going cuckoo. Hang on, I gotta turn on some lights in here. This is dark. Darkness. I feel like I'm about to just disappear. Hold on a second. Smile so we can find you. I had racist friends, boy. All my friends was racist. They was black as hell and racist, but they wasn't black as me. But we'd go camping and stuff, and the Boy Scouts. That's Gerard, smile so we can find you. That's why I can't go on Facebook. I'm not even on Facebook. That's hate speech. You're not allowed to say hate speech. You can't have adult conversations about adult issues anymore. All right, let me bring my comments up. Come on, everybody. I do not want to talk about the cuckoo flu, but I know we're going to have to. So get up, come on, get down with the sickness. I like that song. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Your mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your CNN and let your hate flow into me. All right, here we go. I'm done singing. You're like, all right, now I can turn the volume up. All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. How y'all doing? How you doing? How your mama doing? So I got in trouble because apparently in Italy it's blowing up, just blowing up. They said it's worse than a bomb landing in Italy. It's just cuckoo flu everywhere. People getting sick, shot in the street, running zombies, eating people, stuff. And that's all might be possible. That all might be possible. I'm not denying anything. I just kind of stick in the mindset that I have no damn clue what's happening in Illinois. So I have no commentary on Italy. They both start with I, but one's a lot further from me. I can't comment on Italy because I don't even know what's happening in Tupelo, Mississippi. I have no idea. I can only comment what's happening on my town, the town over, maybe the town next to it, and maybe the town next to it. If I got gas to get there, I go check on the story. But I have no clue what's happening in Italy. Your elites lie too much, your cabals lie too much, your billionaires in the mainstream media lie too much. They can manufacture pictures, they can take images. Lord, they take pictures from movies, y'all. They take clips from movies and they put it on the internet and people are like, it's aliens! And then of course everybody get all excited and somebody goes back to 1974 when it was some alien movie like, no, that's manufactured, that's an alien movie. They make stuff up. I can't comment on Italy. I can comment on America. I cannot comment on Italy. I don't comment on Illinois and I really don't comment much on California. Well, I got some friends from California. I do spend some time in California. So they'll correct me if I say something wrong. But I can only speak for my town. And all I see is disaster capitalism from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. Making money on plunges and toilet paper and deodorant and water and all the things that people are hoarding. And real people with real problems getting sick. Real people with real problems who need some real help getting sick. And they can't get no help because you got hypochondriac disaster capitalism. You want us to give you attention because you think you got a tickle in your throat. No. We got people with real problems, real cancers. So that's what's unfolding around the world. It's unfolding everywhere. I'm just, I'm dubious. I'm still dubious. I don't want to build that bus. I do not want to take a minivan and have to make that bus. And I tried, let me turn this music off. We have a conversation real quick. I tried to explain it to the sister the best that I can. I take the positions I do for very important reasons. Number one is the weak. Children. Always stand up for children. Always speak up for children and the voices. That's always. Right now, the people who are voiceless are the people with chronic illnesses. Sister told me 200 people done died yesterday in Italy. Well, this is America. 200 people died probably in the last 20 minutes with chronic illnesses in hospitals across this planet because they never get on the news. Their illness isn't sexy right now. The media made the illness sexy and this damn illness ain't gonna kill nobody. Real sick people can't even get in the emergency room because y'all lining up at the door. I got a tickle. I got a purple dot. Is this the cuckoo flu? Like, no, you idiot. You're getting people killed. People standing in lines because they can't get in the emergency room. Doctors are tired, man. You got time for your ignorance? Doctors got to sleep. Doctors can't do their damn job now. Come on. Stop it. Emergency room. Have you seen these shows? Was it ER and the rest of these things? I don't watch them because I'd be scared as hell. I watch these shows. The doctors don't sleep. They got little ready rooms where they sleep, get like 2 minutes of sleep between like 8 hours of shift. How many shifts they do? They do like 3 shifts. My sister-in-law she's a doctor. And she said she done tried out the emergency room, said, hell no. she tried out for a minute, said, oh no, hell no. They make doctors work like 3 shifts and work on your body. I can't watch the shows. I don't watch the show. I don't watch ER, General Hospital, none of them. I don't watch none of it. Why? Because hell no, I get in a car accident. I need to be able to trust my doctor, yo. I need to be able to trust them. I need to be able to lay there with half of my leg hole falling off, my tongue hanging out, half an ear, and a bumper just like halfway enlarged in my chest and like, Doc, save me. Give me some drugs, knock me out, I trust you. But you watch them shows, you realize doctors now get about 5 minutes sleep in between operating on different people. No, shoot, I'd be driving one day, the semi hit me, boom! I'd get up, walk away with, I probably got a I probably have half a tire through my shoulder and have like somebody's cup holder coming out my foot and I'll be limping away from the accident. I ain't going to no damn hospital. Hell no, I ain't going to no damn hospital. Them doctors don't get no sleep. No, he ain't working on me. That's why I can't. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy, that's one. I don't watch it. I don't even watch it. I have no time for it. And now it's even worse because now the doctors who didn't have sleep before the cuckoo flu now got no damn sleep. Ain't no way I'm getting in a car accident. I'm gonna have to stitch the wound myself. I'm gonna have to be the doctor, the nurse, the anesthesiologist, and all the other words I cannot pronounce. The doctors ain't got time for y'all ignorance, people. All right, I'm done. Not really. I think that we need to stop. I think it's a plan. I think it's a plan. I told everybody on my thread this morning. I said, y'all need to watch the rich people in your community. We need to watch the rich people. Y'all watch them. Everybody know at least one of them. You go in there, check on their car. You drive by the house today, because I know you ain't going to work because everything's shutting down in America. All the schools and everything. You don't seem to realize what happens when you shut down a consumer-based capitalistic system that requires daily growth or we all die. You don't seem to understand the cuckoo flu ain't gonna get nobody. Because everybody gonna be dead by the time the cuckoo flu really starts to take root. Take 14 days before you can see a symptom. I thought that was interesting because the last time I saw a statistic, it said something like most people in the modern world only have about 2 weeks worth of food in the cupboard. It's not a quickie thing. Take 14 days to determine if you're sick, and you got about 14 days worth of food in your cabinet. Everybody started listening. In America, you listen to these people, you keep sharing the fear. You can say, it might work in Italy. I don't know nothing about Italy. I can't talk about Italy. If y'all need to shut down your schools and your hospitals and stuff, y'all take care of people. You haven't had a Federal Reserve that's starving your people into living paycheck to paycheck and barely any food in the cupboard. It might work in Italy, but in America, it ain't gonna work. These people got to go to work. These people got to go to slavery. They got to get some food, some rice. If not, they're gonna shoot and kill all us in less than 14 days, okay? People ain't gonna wait for the 14 days. They're not gonna wait. They don't have food and people shoot you for toilet paper right now. Toilet paper. What you think they're gonna do after 14 days? They don't have no food because they gotta be locked up in their house because somebody thinks they was coughing at the mailbox and they locked them in there. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, you need to go to school. Open them schools back up. Yeah, people need to calm down. You need to laugh at dumb people when they say dumb things. You need to open schools back up. You need to open the business back up. Like, jokes is jokes, but real talk is real talk. Real talk is most of the modern world is not going to make it. If you shut down that society, we are a engine. We are a freight train out of control. When the power and the water starts going out and the people who didn't prepare say, I'm prepared. I got my rice and my beans and my canned food, dry goods, MREs, and I'm ready to go. Yeah, okay. Just let me tell you this, baby. Let me tell you something. Poor people created people, all right? Listen to that. Poor people created people. Hunger has taught wildlife to do all kind of wild things. We survive and die as a community, people. The cuckoo flu ain't gonna kill nobody, but the panic will. I'm trying to tell you, the cuckoo flu ain't gonna kill, not significantly. But you get hysteria going in a capitalist nation that cannot slow down, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have big, big problems. That's all I'm saying. Well, I got lots of food in my freezer. What's gonna happen when the power goes out? You know, freezers, they got this little hole in the wall, and you have to put them in the you have to put the plug in the hole in order for it to stay cold, right? When people ain't going to work at the power plant because they don't want to go to work at the power plant because a lot of people at the power plant, what they happen to you? Pop! It goes out. You need to think about this. You cannot stop a capitalist system. You can tweak it, you can modify. I know I joke, but you're right. You told us you're a collapser. I am in jokes. I love the zombie apocalypse show. I don't want to do this. Do you see this? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do none of this. All of this, right? This is fun on television. Okay? This is fun on live streams. This is not fun in real life. Them zombies stink, man. Them zombies is decaying and rotting. Yeah, have you ever gone to the movie theater and sat next to somebody and just didn't wear no deodorant? You ain't watched the whole movie, did you? You left. You had BO coming all out their skin, getting in your skin. You didn't even stay in your seat. You left. You went on home. Y'all can keep the ticket for the movie tickets. Well, maybe stop the concession stand and get your money back. But you out. Zombie apocalypse stink. I don't want to be there. That's why I'm hoarding deodorant. That's my thing. Y'all need some deodorant? Check me out. Come see. I got all kind of lemons in the fridge. I got lemons. See, people don't understand. Listen, you got to look at the natural cures, man. I can keep a lemon, and as long as it stays sealed, that deodorant, that'll stay fresh 2-3 years. I keep that deodorant, and then when it starts to rot, I can make penicillin out of it. See, I'm prepared for the apocalypse in a way. I don't want to be in the apocalypse. I'm not interested in the bird flu and the chicken flu and all these flus causing hysteria that ends up killing everybody, and the cuckoo flu didn't even get a chance. By the time the cuckoo flu really gets to go in America, all the Americans will be dead. They shut these schools and these y'all need to open them businesses. You better get that. You better call Neiman and Marcus and get that store back open. Get these Americans out there buying so people got jobs, they got money and got food. Y'all keep up with this fear. You keep up with this manufactured madness. We're gonna be in that apocalypse. I don't know who I got this. Wait a minute, I got this piece of metal right here. Shoot, I don't want this. I'll be hippie all day while we got food and water. If not, I'm gonna take this clamp. I'm start. Shoot, we gonna get ready for Mad Max. I'm gonna put this on the hood of my bumper. Anyway, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Don't fall for the madness, people. These people are nuts. These people are nuts. Do not fall for the madness. Universities are switching to online, and my daughter, see, look at this, has to train the school's upcoming station manager to run the channel. See, this is a beautiful thing, Miss Tree. See, they got somebody with common sense at that university. Whatever university that is, they make some damn sense. They know what they're doing, because what you need to do is go online. We talked about this yesterday. You don't want to hoard people to a city. If we were smart, everybody would live in the country, let everybody work from home, so they're not coughing and sneezing on each other. You don't have to worry about a flu when you're not stupid with society. I gotta turn this light off. It's making this green thing on my ghetto green screen messing it up. We just gonna have to be dark today. Absolutely, that makes some sense. If you can work from home, you need to be working from home. Definitely working from home. But you don't slow down no capitalistic society. We have how many universities in them statistics said by what, 2 months? Like 90% of America will be dead, and I don't even believe that. 2 months? No, I think that's old data. I think that's back when people had pantries and cabinets. Back when they could grow some food. These people can't grow aloe. These people can't grow cactuses. You mean they're gonna take care of themselves and make it a couple weeks, a month? No, I don't think that. I think most Americans gonna kill each other, already be dead. These people need Xanax to get out of bed. These people, I need coffee. You don't want to see me without coffee. Nope, it'd be a No, the apocalypse stinks, y'all. I don't want to be in the apocalypse. I'm a collapser. I'm a controlled collapser. That's what I want. I think we need to bring down this ignorant capitalistic society slow, not fast. Slow. Do it slow, do it right. Make sure people don't die in the process. But the problem is the doctors, y'all. The problem is the doctors, man. They're real people. Real talk. They're real people who need help. They're real people who need real help, and they're not getting it because you going mad, getting down with the sickness because you letting the news make you think what something's happening in another country you ain't never been to. I ain't never been to Italy. All right? Hard to fight against stupidity. It is hard. It's hard because you know why, Tony? Because it's like a belief system and it's fear, right? When you have a belief system that's based in fear and that fear is what drives you, it's almost impossible to fight that. It's almost impossible because when people are scared, the only way to fight their belief system is you have to take out the fear. That's why half the time I'm making jokes. That's why half the time I'm laughing, trying to have fun. Because when you laugh and post fun things on the internet and try to get people to calm down, that brain can start to slowly kick back in. But as long as they're scared and they think the zombie apocalypse is coming, things are blowing up, people's on fire and all kind of sicknesses, we're not going to make it. I think people need to post funny things online. You need to post more funny things, less serious stuff. Don't be concerned. People call you concerned. Tell them there's more kids with autism than cuckoo virus. All right. Tell them the real illness, the real pandemic is going to come from the hysteria and the fear. That's where the problem's really going to come in. It's not going to be from anything like a flu. All right. It's just we live in a time of disaster capitalism, and it's just how the news works. All right. Good morning. Good morning. You better than me. All right. Tony, well, you tell him in your way. You got to tell him your way. I tell him in my way. And we'll go from there. But definitely do not take all of this stuff so seriously. You know, we have medical professionals who do need to do their profession. And they can't do their profession because you got news pundits telling you what's happening in the world that they're not even at. They sit behind a desk and they make money drumming up fear. Like, if we agree on the principle that fear is every decision made in fear is a bad decision, and you have a model in media that creates fear to make money, we ain't gonna make it. Y'all gotta stop watching the media, stop trusting it, start laughing at it. Try to get other people to see how ridiculous it is to listen to doctors with suits and ties on the media. They're not doctors. They're fopters. Wait a minute, that's not it right there. I can't even watch the news. I couldn't even go to the news. Every single news report. I actually don't have to have the news because I got a telephone. That telephone don't stop ringing. What you think about the cuckoo virus? Are you prepared? You got this, you got the food, you got this, that, and the other. All right, there you go. I'm done. Now, hopefully some sanity is somewhere close to the news this morning. But do you see what I'm saying? It's why I'm not worried about the cuckoo flu, because the hysteria is going to kill more people. If we're going to combat something right now, we need to combat the hysteria. Let the doctors and nurses and them people combat the cuckoo flu. You need to combat the hysteria. You need to help them do their job. And the only way we do that is combating the hysteria that prevents them from doing whatever job they have. All right. Black hole. Black hole found at very edge of the universe. That's so nice. Isn't that nice news? The black hole's coming to murder us. Isn't that nice? Sanders vows to stand in race after Tuesday drudging. I'm kind of scared to go over there. Here we go. Pollster Frank Luntz. Coronavirus has potential to tank the economy and cost Trump the election. Well, I don't think Trump is going to be here for the election. If this really gets going, he's going to get on that airplane with Obama and Putin and May and Merkel and Xi, and they all going to go on down to Antarctica to them luxury bunkers. That's where they're going to go. They're all going to hold hands, get on that airplane, get the hell out of here. Let us deal with it. Weinstein's victims rejoice at the 23-year sentence. Why? Do they live in America? Why would anybody rejoice at that?
He used to be the richest, most successful, and believe it or not.
Do you realize that America makes its money on pedophilia and blowing up nations, which creates human sex trafficking? You realize America makes its money on trafficking weapons all over the world, and it's used by warlords. Do you pay your taxes? If you pay your taxes and you vote, the last thing you should be doing is cheering at no damn Weinstein. He was like he wasn't even a fish in the pond. He wasn't even a minnow in the pond. The system is modeled on it. This man was like bacteria in the pond of sex trafficking.
Who never had to go without a date on a Friday night in Hollywood.
Don't ever cheer for the baby, for the puppet.
A sex offender. His name is Harvey Weinstein. He's been sentenced to 23 years in prison for rape and sexual assault. The Weinstein case is rocking the movie and entertainment industry, and it sparked the Me Too movement worldwide, and we've heard a lot about Weinstein. But tonight, you know what we want you to hear about? His victims. Who are they? How'd they bring this movie mogul down? RT correspondent John Huddy takes a deeper dive.
This was Harvey Weinstein at the height of his power and glory. On the Academy Awards red carpet, a beautiful woman in his arms, several Oscars to his name, a Hollywood titan. This is Harvey Weinstein now, struggling to get out of his vehicle using a walker and wheelchair, a convicted sex offender who will more than likely spend the rest of his life in prison. It's said that pride comes before the fall, and it's been a hard fall for Weinstein, the titan brought down by the women who testified in graphic detail about his abuse. Weinstein was convicted of raping Jessica Mann, an aspiring actress who testified that he forced himself on her in a Manhattan hotel room back in 2013, overpowering her small body with, quote, ox-like force, and sexually assaulting another woman, Miriam Haley, a former production assistant who testified that Weinstein forced oral sex on her in 2006. Haley, who said she was scared for her life about speaking out against Weinstein, said this before his sentencing, quote, "He violated my trust and my body and my personal right to deny sexual advances." Prosecutors and Weinstein's victims described him as a monster.
He's 100% a monster, but he's an insignificant monster in the grand scheme of things. Yes, we need justice for those people. He needs to be captured and secured. However, the model is based in injustice. Right? We shouldn't clap for little things. You don't clap when the system starts to go back the right way. The system hasn't even started to go back the right way. Actually, the system is still barreling the wrong way. But they give you one little, it's kind of like how in the spy game, I speak about the spy game, I don't know about spy, nothing about the spy game, except for what's on TV. You know, you have a bug that they put a bug in your house, and that's the one they want you to find, and they have another bug they don't want you to find. They put two bugs. You find the first bug, you say, yeah, we got the bug. Yes, nobody can hear me. It's like, nope. It's like your cell phone. Somebody, how long ago was it? It was about 2-3 years ago. Somebody was here, and they were like, oh, I gotta tell you something. Turn your cell phone off. I was like, okay, I'll turn my cell phone off. Why? Well, I don't want nobody here. Like, dude, you know that everything is listening. This is DARPA, man. Your phone's listening, my phone's listening, the laptop's listening, it's an iPad over there that's listening to, and that's assuming the DARPA ain't got them bugs that come in land in your house and they got microphones they listening to. Besides the fact, I think police can listen. I got some theories. They got all them equipment. Them police cars look like that bus in the zombie apocalypse. They got all these equipment in boxes and black boxes and Stinger and all these things. I think they can see through your house, and I think they can listen in your house. So yeah, I don't get too excited. Uh-oh, woo! Did Trump have it? Trump got the cuckoo flu. Y'all think so? Why y'all think he got the cuckoo flu? It's not funny. But why do y'all think he got the cuckoo flu? During his news conference last night, he was gasping and breathing and looked sick himself. Okay. Well, hey, hon, he's old. He's old. Old people, they get sick, they get cold. That's why they wear shawls and sweaters and things. He may not be sick. It doesn't really matter. Not to me. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. Because the vast majority of people who get it, they get well. So it's not like a thing. Like I said, I met a lady yesterday. Her boss had it. I'm not like, oh, you gotta hurry and get out of here. Oh, wash my hands, whatever. No, we'd had a good conversation. I really didn't care. I didn't even care, you know. He is, Amanda. Am I lying? I know there's hate speech on Facebook, but I ain't on Facebook. He is old. He's an old dude. Old dudes get cold. They get sick. Grandmama, she need her. I used to go get her blankie all the time. She got cold. It happens. But I don't care. I don't care. Like, I can't control any of this. I try to spend my day focus on things I control. Things I can't control, I don't really give two dinglings about it. I don't. If I get sick, I get sick. Now the lady said her boss was sick. I wasn't like trying to hug her and kiss her or nothing like that. I don't think I shook her hand, but I'm not gonna treat her like she has a zombie apocalypse. There are people with significantly worse things than that walking around here. I just don't follow the media. I'm not interested in their fear and the madness that comes from it, and I don't want to be a part of what gets everybody killed, right? I don't want to be a part. This could be the end. This could be the end. Like, real talk, I joke a lot, but this could be it. We don't know, because we have no idea what these people are planning. All we know is they can go to Antarctica anytime they feel like it. That's what we know. And so this could all been planned. Get all the hysteria going, get everybody upset, discombobulated and angry. And the next thing you know, they all get on that airplane. They get the hell out of here, and we still here, and they're going to reduce the population by just leaving us here. They don't have to do it. They own the resources. This is why we talk about how they own the resources. Focus on the people that own the resources. Always key bono. Always ask the questions. If you don't ask the questions, you're always going to get trapped up in it. Always find out who has the resource. The people who have the resource, they don't have to kill nobody. All you got to do is just stop giving you the resources. Everybody kill each other. That way they don't have to get their hands dirty. They don't have to do nothing. Get some guns. Well, Tony, you know what? I tell people they all should have home protection. I'm not against I'm not against the Second Amendment. I'm not for the Second Amendment. It's just the Second Amendment. I don't have to be against it. I don't have to be for it. People need to protect themselves. They need to protect themselves. You never know. Bad times always happen. Somebody always showing up to your coast to bring some slavery to you. There's always somebody trying to colonize you. Whether it's police, laws, people in boats with sails. There's always somebody showing up trying to abuse you. Foster care. Somebody always trying to abuse you if you can be abused. So people should protect themselves. Yeah. The only people I tell that they have to have guns, Tony, is women. Every woman on this planet need to have a gun, a tank, a team of 7 ninjas, and surveillance systems around them. Every woman on the planet needs that, because they on a planet full of men, and the men ain't grown up. Those are the only ones I tell. We could be okay with less men, Tony. I think we could. I think we'd probably be all right. No, everybody should. No, I know. Real talk. You actually should have home protection. If you live in a nation with a government, 2 political parties that are armed to the teeth, they're giving that government money after money after money. When I say they give the government, I mean the oligarchy, and what they invest mostly in is weapons, things to go murder other people. You need to realize you're a people too. And they always bring that Greek fire home and share it with you when they're done sharing it with France or some other country. So you always definitely want to protect yourself. I believe in people being armed, but not for the same reasons. Like I said this before, Tony, in a zombie apocalypse, the cuckoo flu apocalypse, the media apocalypse, I just I ask people these one question. I ask you this question, see what you think. I'm asking y'all too, not just Tony, some discussion. I didn't even post a link on Facebook. Damn it, I'm being Facebook prejudiced. Hold on, post the link. Because there are people who want to come over, and I think they want to come over. We know in the apocalypse, most of what you see out there is going to be most of what you see in a war zone, right? Big people get killed, the little people are left. The vast majority of people walk around in the streets. If this nonsense continues to go the direction it is, and we collapse the American economy, shutting down schools, gas stations, grocery stores, and dispensaries, the vast majority of what you see out in that street is going to be children. The vast majority of what's going to be knocking at your door are roving gangs of children. And Tony, I had to be honest with you. The children going to get me. It's going to be like Children of the Corn. They're going to get me, bro. I can't. Sometimes you might have to plug in a dope. I get that. Sometimes you might have to do that to protect your family. It wouldn't even be a second thought. Protect myself, I probably had to think about it. But shooting a child, we send military to boot camp to train them and break them. In fact, you know this, because your father served and my father served also. They send them to boot camp to break them and to trick them into doing things the human brain cannot do. Most of these people, they shoot targets, right? They shoot milk bottles and plastic and targets in the woods. How long do you think somebody would survive in a house or a bunker held up in a compound shooting children who come to their door or their gates for food? Who's not trained to do it? I know they can, and in the military, think about our soldiers. They go overseas and they do it. Not 22 a day committing suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I think there are a lot of things about the apocalypse we don't think about. And it's not the apocalypse, it's just, these are things that always happen. Every civilization falls. Every civilization has bumps and humps. We go through it. Yeah, people should be armed, absolutely. But we need to spend most of our energy, I think, making sure we don't need to be armed. We need to be armed, but we need to build a society where nobody feels they need to be armed and they never need to use it. That's what I'm saying. But I thought about that, Tony. I was just like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Because I think you probably would do what you had to do in the situation. Because I hadn't seen Tony, y'all. Y'all see him on the rant. I thought, no, Tony gonna do what Tony gotta do. I get that. Tony gonna do what Tony gotta do. But after a couple days, couple weeks, couple months, and you see the faces of the people that you didn't put down, the kids and whatever, and they just wanted food. They were trying to break in the house, break your windows to steal the food, but to expose you and your family and stuff. I know you couldn't deal with it. Because even when Tony gets upset, he flip the hell out. But that man has a huge heart. He's flipping out not because he's crazy. It's not what Facebook tells you. He ain't flipping out because he got hate in his heart. He ain't flipping out because he's foul. He ain't flipping out because of none. He's flipping out because that man has love in his heart. He is very passionate about what he wants to say. He's very passionate about what he feels and he needs to say. And that leads me to another thing I was thinking about this morning. It's funny how all this works. Sometimes I think all our brains are connected. It's like, Gerard, you know they all connected, right? You said that yesterday. Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking, y'all. I think our brains are all connected. I was like, man, you know, we probably failed as a society, as a species. We're probably already done. Because I think by the time you develop social networking, you should already become sentient enough to know that you can't block free speech. Like, we developed the technology before we developed the sociology. We've gone so far forward, we've developed nukes and bombs and neutron bombs and free energy UFOs and all of this stuff. And we haven't even evolved the ability to say we shouldn't be starving children on our planet. We haven't evolved enough to say we shouldn't be hoarding ourselves in emergency rooms because we got a tickle on our throat and they're real people who are dying because they got cancer or diabetes and they need dialysis or some real something. We haven't evolved to a place where we respect everybody's free speech. We haven't evolved to a space where we think people should have speech. We still got people, grown adults over the age of 7, running around here screaming that hate speech exists. Hate speech doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And if there is hate speech, you're 7, grow up. Love you to death, but grow up. Everybody needs to speak. There's no such thing as hate speech, it's just speech. Everybody needs to speak what's true about their existence. That's the only way we fix anything on this planet, is everybody speaking their true reality. Right? Everything is environment. There is no good and evil. You just got a thing. A thing. Like, what's that saying? The yin and yang? The good and evil grow together. The tares and the wheats must grow together. I think that's fake news. I think it's fake news. I think the tares and the wheat are the same damn thing. I think good and evil are the same thing. I think they are everywhere. It is everywhere, and it's in all of us, whatever it is. And it becomes what it's supposed to. If it's raised to be an Obama, it will be. If it's raised to be a Trump, it will be. If it's raised to be a Tony, it will be. If it's raised to be a mass killer, it will be. If it's raised to be a pedophile, a sex trafficker, weapons trafficker, all of this, it will be. I think it's the same thing. I think whatever this energy is, all we have is environment. We're either working to change the environments, to make better people, having more of that good expression, that more sustainable thing happen. The thing we like to say is not evil, or the opposite of it. But it's all the same thing. You just have different expressions of the same energy based on where people are born. False flag, yes, definitely false flag. Everything's a false flag. It's all a false flag. When you live in a false reality, everything's a false flag. When everybody got false identities, everything's a false flag. When we only have false mainstream media, everything's a false flag. And by false flag, not mean it's not happening. It just means that everybody's using it for profit. Like, I was thinking about this the other day, Lord. Like, who are all the profiteers in this right now? Who are all the profiteers in the game? Well, the media, because they're selling stories, they're getting more subscribers, people subscribing to the channel. People who never watched Fox are watching Fox. People who never watched MSNBC watching that. People who never shared the CNN news are sharing that because they're drumming up the nonsense, pretending that the doctors lying about what they think is going on, right? And then CNN has to beat Fox, or Fox has to say something more dramatic, and CNN say dramatic. And so it's not even, it's just weird. It's weird because you got half the media who are like drumming up an apocalypse where it literally could end the human race, and the other side is like nothing's happening. Like, oh, ain't nothing, ha ha. You know, and I'm not either one. Oh no, it's real. It's real. I mean, the virus is real like everything else, right? But is it as bad as what the other side says? No, it's not. Right? We got to stop floating, I think, between these extremities. You know. So yeah, it's definitely a false flag. You got, who said that? Key Boss, right? Follow the money. Question everything. You know what, Lori? My mother worked out the best. When she bought me a book called Why. It was a big old book. It just said Why on the front. It had like pictures of chickens and birds and monkeys all around the book. Anybody else had that book? Why? You in trouble if you ever stop asking why. Because good and evil, the same thing, and it's in everybody. Always ask why. Don't ever follow anything or anybody blindly. Don't attach your identity to anything. Question why at all times, places, monkey situations, no matter where you're at, always question why. Right? Why is the media cheering up all this hate, cheering up and hysteria for an apocalypse? Because they want subscribers. Why is a government going along with it? Because some people, we got Trump friends here and we got the Trump haters here, both the same thing. Why would Trump, who act like it's not significant, give $8.6 billion to combat it? Why? Right? If he believes what he says, why did Obama do it? Why? Why do they have Antarctica and can't none of us go there? Why is a government that half the side pretends it's not happening, the other side is like drumming up fear for it? Are they shutting schools and universities down? Shutting down businesses and shutting down events, and people aren't traveling. Somebody said one city or state so far, probably a couple of them, have issued a state of emergency. You know, why? Why are your politicians not coming on the news, calming people down? Why are they cheering the flames, knowing we're in a capitalistic society and we can't withstand a slowdown? Right? See, for me, I'm for the collapse, but I'm for the collapse keeping infrastructure in place. You can bring things down and keep the water flowing. You can bring things down and keep the power on. You can bring things down because most jobs, like, what is it, 20 or 15% of jobs are related to infrastructure. The things that people need, the bare minimum. The systems I don't care two dams about. Your government, I don't care two dams about them. The big corporations, don't care two dams about them. Silicon Valley, I don't care two dams about them. The Democrats, Republicans, none of that, all of that stuff is useless. The banks, none of that, the financial sector, none of that's useless. People need house, food, water, infrastructure. You have that, you can have any zombie apocalypse you want. You can have a collapse, all you want. As long as you keep the things that keep people alive, the hospitals, we're good to go. You know, but we're talking about collapsing everything. And the only government that's interested in collapsing everything is a government that has a diesel continuity plan. A government that already knows they're going to be okay and you're not. It's like the wealthy. Like, why aren't the wealthy and the voices in Hollywood, the people with the money, the voices, how come they're not trying to calm everybody down? Well, it's because they're going to be okay. You're not. See, those statistics, when it says most people don't have 2 weeks worth of food, they wasn't talking about the wealthy people. They got pantries and bunkers and slaves that can bring food and they own grocery stores. They're not really worried about it. Right? They can let a collapse happen. They'll probably be okay because you're not going to run to them first. Eventually, we'll get them. Don't get me wrong. I'm with Brother Tony on that. Oh, we going to get them. they say, no, you're not going to be safe. Yeah, there ain't no walls high enough. Ain't no valleys low enough. You don't have enough Rottweilers to stop hungry people from getting in there. But initially, the poor people are going to kill the poor people. Initially, neighbors are going to turn on neighbors for cans and rice and food. And the elite, they have enough. The elite and the wealthy folks, they got everything. It's the poor people that live in the hood. The poor people who live in the trailer parks, the people who got the guns, and they got those guns for a reason. Right? You taught them that survival is the way to make it in the world. And this is why we do this every day. You taught them survival is how to make it. You taught them it's a good idea to colonize. You taught them it's okay to blow everything up if you need to steal some things. And what you think they're going to do in apocalypse? They're going to default to the encoding this society gave them because we have social engineers that engineered the society for hate. And they're going to do exactly what you taught them. The same thing them kids going to do. That's why I don't say anything about kids. And all the trouble with kids and the police, the kids are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're joining gangs. They're joining the Ku Klux. Not individually. As a society, parent, you can teach anything you want. It doesn't really matter. Your kid watches TV and they live in this world. They see you struggling. They see your power being shut off or water, whatever it is. They know that they don't want you. They don't want your job. They don't want that. They want to survive. It means they got to get a gun. And when bad times come, you're going to see what the social engineers have engineered in your society with all this legislation, squeezing all the energy out of people and all the resources like a tourniquet, creating a survival type situation. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. Anyway, yo, Jonathan Close. All right, you think I'm right, God? Okay, well, you know what, Jonathan? It's not even me. It's not even me. Half the time, Jonathan Close, we get here and like sometimes, brother, be like, you think you know everything. No, I don't. I'm a parakeet. It's not parakeet, it's parrot. These are handed down wisdoms that all of our grandparents handed us. We just forgot. I'm trying to do my best what other wise people I think are doing, trying to be wise, and remind everybody of things that we already know. We know this, man. We know it. We just have to keep re-saying it to more people realize wisdom is the way out. We need to use principles to save this planet. This might be the last one. This might be the last false flag, Lori. This might be the last one. Because the way these people are acting, that was my point. This might work in Italy. It's not going to work in the United States. I don't know anything about Canada. Can't tell you about Venezuela. I have no idea what's happening in Europe. But I know in America, if this society dries up and the wealthy get scared because they're worried about the natives getting restless, they're getting scared. Nobody's going to work. Nobody's growing food. The truckers aren't getting on the road. People aren't going to the power station. They're not going to the water company. You know what the wealthy going to do? Say, oh, well, yeah, they're going to keep putting their food in the Walmart. No, they're not. No, that's spoken for. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little secret, a little hint. Wealthy people in times of war. All right, I'm put it this way. I like historical examples. What do the kings and lords do when the enemies are coming to the gates? What do? Do they open the gates and say, come on, citizens, come inside. We're going to save and rescue you. We're going to keep sending rice from our stills and farms out to your local market so you can buy it? Nope. King got a drawbridge for a reason. And half of it is for the enemy. The other half is for you. Okay? They're going to bring all the resources out to Walmart, the Giant, the Safeway, Harrods in the UK, all of these places where their resources are, because they still own all of that. And they're going to take it all right into their storehouses and put that drawbridge right up in their gated communities. Bernie Sanders going to be safe right there with Trump and Obama and all the rest of them. Talking on the phone with I would say Tony Blair. I forgot who the UK person is. There's so much drama over there. So much drama ever. You can't even keep attached to it. Who is his sister Tricia in Ireland? She was talking about their prime minister was in Washington State. It's like, oh yeah, he was in Washington State, like talking about martial law and everything. I was like, yeah, well, you know, he might be in Washington State. That might be where they catch that hop to Antarctica. That might be where they catch that hop to the bunker. You know, the reality is the kings and lords always protect themselves. And when it drops, baby, when it drops, when the natives are finally restless, they get out of Dodge. They have no vested interest in this. And in fact, it fits along with people's depopulation theories, right? It's a great depopulation. They just going down to Antarctica, hang out for a little bit, you know, swim in the pools, go in that bunker, relax, chill, let the world, but they can watch everything. They'll probably watch us like an entertainment system. They'll probably send out the drones. Oh, look at this. They'll probably have teams and stuff, because I'll probably start a gang called the G's. The old street G's. Like, oh, the old street G's are taking on the whatever. Well, you know what? They're doing pretty good. Let's send out a SWAT team and let's take out their power facility. You know, it'll probably be a video game for them. They don't care. They're going to be okay. It's us that's not going to be okay. But, yep. A virus that hurts the weak. Yeah, well, that's what it is, Tony. And the doctors are saying it. Enough of them are saying it now. If you are a child, you have your immune system that hadn't gotten going, you're a senior citizen, or you've got some sort of autoimmune condition, you are definitely at risk. There's no question. But you're at risk at this time every single year. All right? It's called flu season. Okay? But these people need to get to the doctor. They can't have 25-year-old Billy who has hypochondria, disaster capitalism. He wants attention to be on the news and have his family spend time with him in a line to get in the emergency room. That's why we laugh. That's why we laugh at this nonsense. Because y'all need to stop being stupid. You're getting people killed. You know, and that's like a few people. You go ahead and shut down a society that requires growth for people to live. People need medications. There are people who will die if they don't have it. You think these people are going to be calm and they're going to stand in line and wait? You can build a collapse. You can collapse your society if you want to. To me, I kind of think it's a bad idea. I think that might not be something we want to do. I think we might want to pull back from the media. I think we might want to stop watching the media, stop cheering the media, and stop cheering the fear mongering. If you need to fear monger in Italy, then I think y'all should do that. But I know in my country what's going to happen because we have the statistics. In 3 months before the cuckoo flu even gets to going, most people are gonna be dead. By the time you see symptoms, most of the Americans are gonna be dead. It takes 14 days. 14 days before, you could take 14 days before you see symptoms. It doesn't take 14 days. It takes 3 days without water before people die. Nobody's gonna sit in their house and die. They're gonna be out in the streets acting a fool. All right? And the government, they're already ready for it. The two political parties, they've been planning for this a long time, for you loving, ignorant people. They got NDAAs, Patriot Acts, police state. They've been bringing all the Gulf Storm vehicles home, giving them to the local police. Why? They've been preparing for this a long time. They are prepared. They're ready. And that's all for you. It's all because they love you. They love you and they got your vote. It's all for you. They've been getting ready for everything that Hitler did to his people is legal in America right now. They can do all of that to you. They can arrest you. They can throw you in prison. They can blow your house up. They can hit you with a drone. They can listen to do the surveillance. Everything he did. They just can't put you in the oven. They don't have an oven law yet. They just bring the oven over in a Hellfire missile on a drone that you paid for. A Hellfire missile that you paid for, your taxes you voted for with your votes, and drop it on your house that you paid for with your taxes that you don't even own because you pay taxes on. This is why I laugh. This is why I say, why is it just not funny, Gerard? No, it actually is. It is. It's a damn video game. I'm hearing the damn in the distance. Woo! The police, the fire department. People going nuts. People going nuts. This gonna be the end. And I'm not down with the sickness. Get up, get down with no. I ain't getting up, get down with no sickness. All right. Y'all asking, do we think Trump really has the cuckoo flu? To me, I don't care. I don't care. And if somebody wants to tell me if Obama does, I don't care. If somebody wants to tell me Bernie, I don't care. I don't care. If they do, they need to go to the hospital. They need to stand in line with all the other people. That's what I think. That's not what's going to happen. They're going to get a special physician to fly. That's why they don't care. They don't live by the same rules and laws that you do. They're not poor. They don't really care. So I don't care anymore for the popular people. I care more for the poor people. I care more about the 7-year-old that might have it, who needs to have a physician fly in and see her. I don't care if Trump has it. I don't care if Obama. I don't care. To me, that's not what you do when you got common sense. To me, if you got some common sense, I think you focus on the people who need it the most, who don't have the resources to make it through. The numbers they have are only reported numbers, and most people don't go to the doctors for a cold, and many can't afford it. And that's why it'll spread like crazy, Kimberly. If it ever sticks inside, if we ever have a government that's ignorant enough to make it cultivate inside of us, we're gonna be in trouble. But we'll be in trouble with every other thing. The bubonic plague didn't go anywhere. It's still shingles didn't go anywhere. They're all still within everybody. If you got a government that's ignorant enough, that has a healthcare system that knows nothing about health, and it doesn't promote like immunity from like natural medicines and living natural the way our bodies evolved. If you got a government that's an oligarchy, that's actually a United States corporation that makes money on debilitating immune systems, our zombie apocalypse is coming. You know, personally, I don't think this is it, but it's on the way. Something is living, something is cultivating inside of these people who are walking around with suppressed immune systems, because we got doctors that are still cheering these pharmaceutical companies fighting inflammation when inflammation is a natural response of the body. They know they can use these chemotherapy drugs, which is the first type of drug that doctors derive direct profit from. They could use those drugs to just keep you alive so your body can fix the problem. But that's not what they do. They sell it like candy. They call it the doctor's candy. That's how you break doctors. That's how you break the human race. You put money between them and what they need to survive. And the doctors are broken like everybody else, you know, but they fight the immune system. And that's why I know we don't have a government. We don't have a government that's protecting us from viruses or flus, because we don't have a government that knows anything about health. They're not doing anything to promote health. They're doing things to promote big pharmaceutical companies. Aren't they treating people with intravenous vitamin C? Yeah, I think they are, Megs. And to me, that's mostly fake news. I'm not going to tell people not to do it. Don't tell people to do it. I'm not a doctor. I don't play a doctor. I don't give two damns about doctors, okay? I'm not a healer. I don't play a healer on TV or on the internet. Don't give two damns about it. I listen to healers more than doctors. I got a doctor, but he didn't have a degree. His name is Dr. Sebi, and they killed him. I'm not interested in vitamin C. Vitamin C, for the most part, Megs, it takes away my funk. I use it for deodorant. I use citrus for that. Vitamin C is one. It is my perspective. It's my analysis. Vitamin C is one vitamin in a vast many vitamins that you might need to be healthy. I'm not a vitamin C-er. I'm not a vitamin D-er. I'm not a vitamin K-er. I'm not a vitamin A-er. I am a we evolved-er as marsupial-ers, eating all of the deep, leafy, dark green veggies on the ground and the leaves. And they had all kind of vitamins and compounds and nutrients in them that give our bodies what they need to fight off flus, viruses, cuckoo flus, bubonic plagues, cancers, and all of these things. Get a lot of food as, yes, Christine wins, as holistically as possible. Get them in your body, I think that we lost it. Thank you, Patricia, for going on VK. Love you, girl. I want people to go to VK. She's the only one that listens. You never know what your body needs, right? And that's what I learned, is that your body might need selenium. Your body might need this. Your body might, to make this type of white blood cell, to do this, to break that down. You know, oxygen is a key part of that solution as well. You don't know what your body needs. So I'm not that interested in like vitamin C injections. I leave that up to the doctor. If I get in a car accident and they need to make some calls to protect me and keep me alive, let them make those calls. I'm not trained in that. I'm trained in educating myself in analysis, right? Dis-ease is a condition of a lack of easy living for your body. And we get more dis-ease if we eat big meals of chicken with donuts, okay? Because we didn't evolve eating chickens with donuts at KFC. We evolved eating deep leafy greens. So times like this, you need to be healthy. You need to eat real food, raw as possible, holistic as possible, and as much as possible. I'm a prioritized VK, y'all. That's what I'm gonna do. This isn't hypochondriac disaster capitalism. This is gonna be called VK capitalism. I'm gonna read every comment on VK. It's a hoax covering both 5G, lung injury, and whatever bioweapon they actually unleashed on the Iranian government, IMO. And this is, Patricia, this is something nobody can say you're wrong on. Nobody can say you're wrong. Nobody can say you're wrong because nobody knows. None of the doctors know, none of the governments. Nobody knows who's behind any of this. Everybody just has theories, plausibility, and links. Nobody can say you're wrong. I'm not going to be anyone telling anybody any of their theories are wrong. We don't know anything. We literally live in a matrix of lies, and even the government is lied to. I do find it interesting, Patricia, that what is the name of that document the lady found? Tavares. Quiet. I always mess it up. Quiet weapons for silent wars, or silent weapons for quiet wars. We know the kings and lords have always been coming for us. The Georgia Guidestones. We know there's too many of us. That's a conspiracy theory. No, it's economics. There's too many of us, and rich people like things. Too many of us, rich people like things. Do the two, just put the two together. One more factor of data net. Too many of us, exploding population, rich people like things. Every single one of them we know hoards as much as they can. They have systems called corporations that require more, and they're apathetic. They don't care who gets killed, murdered, whatever, who dies from laws they buy from legislators. And they got the power. And historically, they've always depopulated us. Depopulation is not a theory, it's a historical fact. And it's a damn thing of common sense. And I'm not saying that's what they're trying to do. I'm just trying to say what Patricia just said make a whole lot of sense. And because it makes a whole lot of sense, I don't really care if it's true or not. All I care about is government can't have no secrets, and people need to calm the hell down. We make good decisions when we're calm. We make bad decisions when we're fearful, running in the streets, not knowing what the hell to do. All right? That's where they want you. They want you in the street acting crazy. They don't want you at home making smoothies. They want you in the streets. They don't want you at home talking to other people on the internet on platforms that allow you to say honest, free things and talk to people in Russia and China and Italy and find out this thing is happening the same all over the world. They don't want you to be able to make that post that says, oh, damn it, all the rich people in my neighborhood, that bus just came and picked them up. What's the name of that movie? Oh, goodness gracious. Is it 2010? 2012? When the world ended the last time? What's the name of that movie? They sent that bus around for all the rich people, and they it was 2012, right? 2012, the big flood came and sent that bus and helicopter to get all the rich people. That's all they just don't want you at home to be able to know that they need you in the street yelling, screaming, acting a fool, burn your neighborhood down, throw some trash cans through some windows. Yeah, it's 2012. They didn't, because the rich people, they took the tax dollars and they got that boat. They all were gonna make it. They got their kids. And the only people that made it was this dude right here, this dude and the rich people. The Tibetan monk, he made it. He made it because they live on top of that mountain. And Antarctica is the highest continent in the world. So we don't know. But I'll tell you this, Patricia, if that's true, I would then use them direct energy weapons, and I would melt the ice cap. I'd melt them so the water just take care of these monkeys, because I got a monkey infestation on my land. I own America. I own Russia. I own all this place, and there's too many monkeys. I'd go ahead and let that flood come, and so while they fighting each other, fighting for chicken in the streets and vitamin C and toilet paper and plungers, I'd flood every last one of them. The waters would recede, and I would take the planet. And I'd repopulate the planet with my seed. Does that sound familiar to anybody? That don't sound like scripture, doesn't it? I'll never kill the world by flood again and repopulate it with my seed. As above, so below. God did it, we just might. You know, here you go right here. I was trying to find a picture of the rich people getting on the bus in the helicopter. Because that's where we are, and it's going to be us right here. We're going to be right here. I like this one. This is a nice picture. This going to be us right here. Right here, right here. That's going to be us. In the apocalypse, sliding down LA. Sliding down San Francisco as it goes into the water through the poo pile after poo pile after poo pile, having a thought as you slide into the ocean. Damn it, I wish I had the poo map for San Francisco. And why did I keep voting for a government that was starving the population to put poo all over the street? Now I got to slide into it in the ocean and die. How can't you laugh? Why? You have to be able to laugh at that, people. You have to be able to laugh at the ridiculous we allow in this world. We could be doing such great things. We have such great potential as a species. We shouldn't just wait till they wipe us out again. That's a good movie. It's a great movie. I think it was an honest movie too. That's what the kings and lords always do. When the bad times come, they put the drawbridge up, they take all the resources out to Walmart, and they go hide and let everybody else die. And they come back out. It's easier to run the world when most of the monkeys that you can't feed anyway are dead. You think that you own the resources. Any outbreaks in prison yet? Not yet, Megs. I hope they're coming soon. Hopefully them prison cars just start throwing the keys. Let everybody out. There ain't no prison. There are no criminals in prison. It's just people who are in environments and being in the wrong environment because they had a government that was starving them in league with people who own the resources, ended up doing some really violent things perhaps to survive. And they ended up in prison. I think they should let them all out. I've seen at least one study that says large amounts of vitamin C sure can cure cancer. Well, then that would make sense. Well, you know what, Patricia, I don't know. I'll use a common sense on that. I think that it kind of makes some sense. I think if vitamin C or a specific type of vitamin C cured cancer, they would ban it. They'd block it, they'd destroy it, they'd burn it up, they'd put it under the planet in the hollow earth, or whatever's down there with some lava. They would not let people have anything that cures cancer. Cancer is an industry, it's not a disease. It's a huge industry. And they don't let any device that cures cancer in the public domain. If we could cure cancer from vitamin C at the, what's the name of that vitamin store? At the GNC, they'd have blew the GNC up. They'd have a drone strike. They'd blow every GNC up. No, I don't think vitamin C, I think if vitamin C does, it is a specific type. It probably cures specific types of cancer. What makes sense to me, somebody said cancer is actually, there's no cancer. There's actually thousands of, oh, look, I got a heart. Yay! I like the heart. I like hearts. I like it when y'all go to VK and press them buttons. Right. Well, that cancer is just multiple diseases that they grouped all up in one. It's a lot of different things. You know, so can vitamin C help? Probably, but it could be that vitamin C is needed with fat and vitamin K and some essential oils and other things. Like all these things work together in a concert. And that's the whole big thing about eating diverse whole foods, because you don't know what you need and you don't want to guess, right? You're dying of cancer. You're trying to get in the emergency room, but you got a bunch of idiots who think they got the cuckoo flu and you can't see your doctor. You need to just get everything. You need to get every nutrient, mineral, vitamin in your body and let your body do what it does. Our best friend is our immune system. Renee Groen did kind of A multiple choice Facebook post about coronavirus. What's the coronavirus, Patricia? I don't even know what that is. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Multiple choice. Okay, I have to look and see what she posted. I didn't see it yet. GKH is too neutral for Facebook to allow him to be arrested by their thought police. I try to be neutral, Tony. I don't know if that's true. We'll see what happens. I mean, I get knocks on the door. See, my problem, Tony, is I'm a nice guy on the internet. I'm a nice guy in person. I don't like to be told what to do. I was broken as a baby. Somebody told me I was free. I went to civics class and they said I have some rights, and they broke me. So I don't think that you got any right to come to my door and wellness me. That's when it all goes bad. That's when it goes bad. That'll be my last video, Tony. That'll be my last one. They come to my door. Oh, don't do it. No, please don't do that. Don't do that. Because y'all see Tony. When Tony gets upset, he's manifesting probably what most people have in him. He's just free enough that he can let it out. I keep mine inside. It's inside. I tuck it in. But don't let the smooth taste fool you. People, please, please, please understand this. And because I tell people this, Tony, it's like, I had a privileged upbringing. I do. It's why I stand up for poor white people everywhere I can go. I stand up for poor white people, poor black people, poor Hispanic people, because I had a privileged upbringing. I had food, shoes, got to church every Sunday, had me a Sunday school suit, 3-piece suit. I had all of that. But I went to school with kids from Southeast DC, which was the murder capital of the world. I can handle myself. So don't let the smooth taste fool you. I try to be smooth for the internet. I don't show up to my door with no wellness police. Like I said, you show up my door with the cuckoo flu virus vaccine, well, sir, we got to give this to you, or we're gonna lock you in your house. You got a key? You got a key? Did somebody give you a key? I didn't give you a key. When I want to leave, I'm gonna leave, and when I want to come in, I'm gonna come in. You better get off my property. I was in civics. I was given a contractual agreement, and at the age of 18, I took that test and I signed it. And it said that whatever's in that Constitution, that Bill of Rights, is what we got, is what we getting down. I'm not gonna let y'all break that contract. That's where I stopped, Tony. That's where I stopped. I'm not. Nope. You come to my door with that cuckoo flu vaccine, you better bring the whole police department. Just bring all of them. Get Bob, John, Mike, Ricky, Ralph, and don't get the one, because I know half of my police department. Don't bring the guys I know, because they know me. So, oh yeah, we ain't going to that door. Nope. Next, we're gonna go to the next door. No, I know that man. That man crazy as hell. I know that man. Nope, he gonna make me kill him, or he gonna kill me, and I have no time for that. That man is an American. I'm not going over there. Nope. Let's go find the United States Incorporated person. That man, no, and he's a good guy too. He's a good guy. He brings us donuts and coffee and stuff. We go to lunch with him. He sees me, we wave and stuff. That's a good guy. He's a good father and blah 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 blah. They know me, but they know they know I'm not here to play. I'm not wrong one. Pick another house. I love the people. Yes, you do, Tony. It's obvious you love the people, and you act like it and you speak like it. That sounds logical to take me. Wait a minute, that sounds logical to take me to meds. Something I could. Ooh, ashwagandha is an amazing as a supplement. It balances out your system. I wish I could afford it. I don't know anything about ashwagandha, Kimberly. I've heard of it. The one I love is astragalus. I love astragalus. Anybody? I think I only got one. I planted a whole bunch this year. Only one came up. Astragalus. That's the plant that the root system has what they call TA65, which is the thing that reactivates the telomerase enzyme that repairs problems with your DNA, damage at the chromosome level. That's the one that I love the most. But even with that, I don't want to take just it, like vitamin C. Like our bodies require an awful lot. And I think anyone who tells you, because the supplement industry is a problem. They're almost getting as bad as the pharmaceutical industry. Right? Like the hubris part, where you know what people need and everybody's different. The pharmaceutical industry messed up because they were broken from the start. They were given this idea that they can only make money if they could have a patent on a drug or a compound. So once it was required that they patent compounds, not a group of them or the plant, or just sell that, they were broken. The only way they could become a big industry if they convince people that one thing heals everything, or one thing heals them. They get a patent on that compound or on that drug that they synthesize. So one, it brought about this false narrative that one thing heals, which came from what, the 1800s, 1700s, this philosophy that it takes one thing to fix one thing. And that's just the monkey brain. That's that monkeyism that we actually know, and an easy solution. I think our bodies are much more complex than that, which is why I always say, just go back to eating what we evolved eating. Back when our bodies learned how to fight all these diseases. I'm just following orders. Some of the most dangerous words going. Yeah, Deborah, I'm just following orders is very dangerous. But a little more dangerous than that. At the top of the list, I would saw it on CNN. I would put that at the top of the list. That's probably the most dangerous. I believe it because it was on Fox TV. That's more, but more dangerous than that might be what my politician said. That would be really dangerous. You know, not the state level. I'm just talking the federal level. You know, these people are coming to save us. These are the phrases that scare the hell out of me. I know for sure. You know, that scares the hell out of me. One thing that's a fact, that scares the hell out of me. Hi, we're from the government. We're here to help you. That scares the hell out of me. We're the CDC. We're controlling diseases. That bothers me. I got a whole lot of things that bother me. Hi, I'm a sick doctor. I'm going to make you healthier. Hi, I'm a dentist with teeth falling out. I'm going to help you fix your teeth. Hi, I'm an oligarch. I'm here fighting for your Bill of Rights and your freedoms. Hi, I'm a police state. I believe in your lives matter. You know, like those things bother me. None of those things make any sense to me. Hi, you know, we're the world's biggest weapon trafficker. We want to make your streets safe by taking your weapons. Common sense gun control. Well, we're giving tanks to every pedophile, criminal warlord all over the planet that lives around resources to overthrow his government so we can get cheap resources for Wall Street. Those things tend to bother me. Hi, I'm an investor. That bothers me. That bothers me a little bit. I want to scream and cry simultaneously. No, don't do that, Lori. Laugh. Laugh and cry. Don't scream and cry. There's no positive, nothing positive when come out screaming and crying. Laugh and cry. Laugh and cry. Because it's hilarious that we are this stupid and we have this much potential, but we're still doing the same monkey stuff that we've been up to. Laugh and cry. Don't scream and cry. Scream and cry, they're going to send the Facebook police after you, the wellness cops, the social media assistance people to knock on your door and give you some drugs and put you to sleep. I don't know, test on your body while you sleep, hand you over to Big Pharma like you do with the prison system. Look at that. U.S. frackers bloated irresponsibly. Now want bailouts. Oh, that is hilarious. Don't stop it. Stop it. So wait, the frackers need bailouts too? You know what? Could y'all have waited until the cuckoo virus was over? Could y'all have just waiting? They couldn't even wait. They didn't even wait. They put it right in front of you anyway. They didn't even hide it. They need a bailout, and they gonna get it too. They gonna get it. Oh, they gonna get that bailout. Why? Because the politicians fighting climate change, believe in fracking. They gonna give them their money. They gonna get that money. Oh my gosh, the Americans ain't get a damn thing. Y'all ain't getting nothing. You ain't get no bridges, you ain't get no roads, you're not gonna get shorter lines at the hospital dying. All you get is scarcity, slavery, planned obsolescence, and the corporations get everything they want. That's hilarious to me. They didn't even wait. They didn't even wait. Too soon. Too soon, fracking industry. Too soon. Now the young kids say that too soon. The young folks have the funniest sayings nowadays. Too soon. Oh, it's too soon. Y'all should have waited and just pretended like this wasn't being done against the world's population. You should have just waited before asking for money. But they're going to get that money. They don't give a damn thing for the people. They don't give them that money. They won't give nobody the right to vote in France, the RIC. They won't give Americans direct democracy, any control in their government. But the frackers going to get their money. They won't give you shovels to clean up the poo in San Francisco from the poo maps. But their frackers going to get that money. Why? Because money makes the world go round. And fossil fuels, if it's causing climate change, it's being cheered by the politicians that are telling you that they need to fight climate change. They're taking money from the oil industry, people. And that's the funny thing. It's hilarious. That's why, Lori, I laugh and I cry. I'm like, how is this possible? How could people be this clueless? I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong race. I'm in the wrong dimension. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why? All right. Anyway, We're going to stop fossil fuel causing climate change by donating money to the fracking industry. All right, anybody heard about France? Did they stop striking? Well, Brother Jonathan is on that. No, yellow vests are gone. They just don't put it on the news anymore. I guarantee you the yellow vests still getting hot. Those people weren't here to play. Those people, they got a mission. They're still in the street right now. We joke about, geez, we all gonna die, but if the human race actually thought about that obvious fact, it would cut through 99% of the total nonsense, fear, and order following they participate in. Absolutely, Jonathan, absolutely. That's why we gotta have fun with it. I hashtag we gonna die all day. All day I hashtag, we all gonna die. We all gonna die. May not be the way I say, may not be from the asteroid, may not be from the super flu, may not be from the pandemic, the hysteria, the fake news, the manufactured madness, the running out of toilet paper, the plunger hoarding. May not be that. May not be World War III, but we gonna die. We are literally on die train, Jonathan. We on die train. We on die train right now. And Jonathan, like other people just saying, hey, y'all, maybe we should get off this train. Maybe. We're on the train that's on fire and we're heading for the fuel depot. It's like, maybe we should get off this train, human race. I don't know. Maybe we should get off the capital train. Maybe we should like look at the root cause, the principles that caused every single problem on this planet and get off of this train, you know? But manufacture consent and fear. Actual principles. Every decision made in fear is a bad decision. If you want to get Donald Trump out of office for fear, you're stupid. If you want to get, if you want to keep Donald Trump in office for fear, you're stupid. You know, if you want to run and get tested at the hospital for fear, there's something wrong with you. You know, every decision you make in fear is a bad decision. You're supposed to be wise. You know, the cuckoo flu take 14 days. 14 days before you see it. You just sit at home, and besides, the vast majority of people who get it don't even know they got it. That's what got me. That's what got me. When the doctor said the vast majority of people who catch it don't even know they got it. And their body fights it before they even know they got it. The vast majority of people. I got a cuckoo flu right now. You wouldn't even know. My body fights it off and it's gone. When I heard that, I was like, Zika, I hadn't heard this before. Zika. I'm evoking Zika. I'm invoking shenanigans. Shenanigans. Where's Cartman when you need him? Shenanigans. At that point, I was like, shenanigans. Stop it. Stop it. Cars are more dangerous. We talked about that yesterday. Selfies are more dangerous. Okay. Americans taking selfies at the zoo are more dangerous. Stop it. Let the people who have real medical conditions go to that hospital. You need to make smoothies, right? You need to change your diet. Everything for me is prevention. Everything's prevention. Like if you're scared now, you bet to be some sort of a vegan, vegetarian, raw fruitarian, something in the future. But I don't want to see you at the Walmart with 8 gallons of Pepsi Cola. You're gonna be scared of the next flu. That's why I don't take people seriously. Who's that, Tony? So I don't take people seriously. I don't take them seriously. Because this comes and they're like, oh, run! And as soon as it's gone, they're back to eating Twinkies. You know, if people were serious, they would do serious things. I thought black elderberry was a master flu killer. I'm taking that Emergen-C and the multivitamin. That's good, Patricia. And you know what? And you keep taking things till something works. That's how your body works. It's called a clinical trial study, how they originally were done. You keep taking things till something works. And when it works, you stick with that. When you stop getting colds, flus, viruses, stuff like that, that means you found that formula that works for your unique set of genes. You know, and that's why I appreciate when people say stuff like vitamin C and elderberry and ashwagandha and all that. These are things that I'll try. And eventually I get enough of them, then I'm good to go. And I just happen to be I lucked up, Patricia, and I don't get sick anymore. I found things that kind of work for my life and I'm going with it. So when people tell me I should be upset and be scared about the cuckoo flu, I can't, because part of my formula for being healthy is I don't let stuff get to me. I don't let stuff get to me. I say, okay, you know. But also I accept that people live in their own little realities. But if your reality causes, it's like addiction. What is addiction? Like addiction is only a problem when it's creates some sort of a catastrophic problem in your life, when it's not sustainable. When you have such an addiction to fear porn on the news that it makes you sick, it makes you upset, you need to go out on Facebook and post angry stuff, then you know it doesn't fit. That's an addiction. You don't have a fair and balanced life. You're making yourself sick. If you get sick, that's your body telling you that you're not eating the right things, you don't live around the right people, you're not thinking about the right things, and you just you're clueless and you're lost in life. That's what I believe. Chris Rock told us it would all be for your safety. Oh, for your safety. Yeah, that's another scary statement, Patricia. Anytime the government says it's for my safety, anytime anybody says it's for my safety, I have to look at the safety portion of their resume in my life. Is this a group of people that have been promoting safe conditions in my life? And it's not happening. Not if you roll out a police state. You ain't worried about my vitamin C levels if you got a police state. You're writing more legislation to control me and more prisons and arming, creating more acronym agencies to control me. You're not interested in my safety. You're interested in controlling me. Ashwagandha is an ancient Ayurvedic herb that has been used for thousands of years. And Kimberly, that once again, that is something that human beings tried and worked. And so they kept trying it. They told other people about it. They tried it. It worked. They kept trying. They told other people. They tried it. They told other people. They wanted the seed, so they grew it. And that's how cannabis spread all over the world. Ashwagandha, all the natural cures. These are things that work. They're not things that have commercials. They don't need to have a commercial for ashwagandha. They don't need to have a commercial for cannabis. They don't need to have a commercial for the things that do what they're supposed to do. Somebody tells you that they do it, you try it, it works, you tell somebody else, word of mouth. If it has a commercial, you can pretty much 90-some% of the time know that it's bullshit. Anyone see Bill Bunting's stream last night? I did that. I caught the last part of it. There were a couple great streams last night. Bill Bunting had one, I posted it. And William Bunting and who else? Ty had a fantastic one also. I don't know, y'all get along, Ty? I don't know, that's you and Deborah. Ty, I don't know if Ty and Deborah mixed. I'm not sure I saw Ty. Ty gets in with a bunch of people. Ty had another great cast. He thought it was his best. I didn't think so. I thought his best cast were either Chesterfield Montgomery, when Chesterfield Montgomery there you go, Lori right there, told Lori and me to shut up. Chesterfield Montgomery, Lori and I was gonna vote. And Chesterfield Montgomery told us that we need to shut the hell up, that we're being stupid. And Lori and I found Jesus that day. Well, we found not Yeshua, Jesus, but we found that we really aren't helping. We found that out together. And my other favorite tie was the monkey woman one, which I can't really say because I think he got banned from Facebook for like a couple months on that one. A lot of good cast last night. All right. Anything else interesting here? I'm not interested in I'm afraid to click on cuckoo virus stuff because I'm not trying to inflate fear. I don't want to feed into that. I inflate humor. I want people to laugh at ridiculous people saying ridiculous things. If you want to hear about doctor stuff, you need to listen to healers and doctors, not journalists. These people aren't even journalists. They're pundits. Now, I appreciate the RT pundits because the RT pundits say a lot more truth than any of the other pundits, but they're all pundits. So I'm not worried about the U.S. frackers. I already know they're going to get their money. It's not even a question. This is an oligarchy. Coronavirus pandemic promotes unprecedented measures. Of course it does. You know what? Hang on. That's a lot of big P words. Hold on. Let's try what I just read. Coronavirus pandemic prompts unprecedented measures. Say that 8 times fast. Yes, the pandemic does. Not the cuckoo virus. The pandemic does. The hysteria promotes unprecedented measures, and those unprecedented measures are going to shut down societies and going to get a whole lot of people killed in the process. And think, oh, well, we can just turn society back on if we shut down the schools, the water, the power, the this, that. We can just flip it back on. It'll be okay. No, that's not how that works. When you have a society that's rolling like a freight train, you bring it to a halt. It takes a little while to get going again. Besides the fact a lot of people are going to die, you do not want that fear. You don't, once again, like I said at the very beginning, you shut down these capitalist societies that need growth to continue, you're going to kill a lot more people than the cuckoo virus wishes it could. And all of those laws that both political parties, both ignorant political parties created that made everything Hitler did legal to his people, you're going to see what all of those are for. People who DHS agents and police and sheriffs and all these guys, FBI, people who are worried about going back home to protect their mama, their little kids and everything else, they're not interested in talking to you about you need to go home, you need to behave, you need to stand back from the barrier. These people know that you might be sick, they know that they got a job to do, and they got kids at home. Okay? They're not gonna negotiate. You think that the police is bad now? You think the police aren't negotiating with people now? You go ahead and wait till y'all keep pushing this cuckoo flu madness. You keep waiting. They're people like you are. They're people just like you are. They got a little girl at home and you will not be coughing on them. You will not be touching them. You will not be doing selfies with them. This will not be one of these little fake protests that we have during stable times. All right. Sarah Palin singing. What's she singing? I like big butts on the Masked Singer stage last night. I didn't see it. Goodness. I don't want to see Sarah Palin. I don't even want to see me sing, to be honest with you, Patricia. I fight with it. It sounds great in the shower. I just can't take this live stream thing in the shower. And if I did, it probably would not be pretty. It would be a mistake. I sing great in the shower though. Every election year there's a pandemic. Ooh, is that true? That's every other year, the even number ones. Is it true, Patricia? Because I clicked on the Facebook fact checker and they said that was false. I clicked on it, Patricia. I think you might have posted it. They after you. They don't like your post. I clicked, it said it was fake. And I clicked on the reason and it gave me the reasons. I enjoyed it. I love the fact checkers. I do. I think they're funny. I love clicking on that fact checker link. Once again, I tell y'all that I shouldn't. They go to sister right there, Lori Sullivan. She's a great woman, great woman. What his sister posted, she was explaining that she had a friend who has diabetes and was at the emergency room and couldn't get help because you had all these people in there faking like they got a cuckoo flu. Faking. Wrong. Y'all wrong. Dead wrong. Dead wrong. You need to make jokes. Make jokes. Don't take these people seriously. Yellow Vests were already too organized and established to shut down, but they had killed new potential protests. This has killed new protests. Oh yeah, well the rest of the world saw it, Patricia. We had our shot. We had our shot. America had our shot. We could have stood up. We didn't stand up. We laid down, baby. We didn't stand up. Oh no, we just bent over. We didn't lay down. We didn't, because lay down has respect. We didn't. Nope. I think that was during the 2016 election, right? Nope. We didn't lay down. We just bent right over. Here we go again. Where the Democrats and Republicans? Where y'all at? Well, okay. Am I over the log far enough? America just laid right down. No, we don't care nothing about the democracy. We don't care nothing about the republic. We don't care nothing about black lives or white lives or blue lives matter. We don't care nothing about that. We're going to let the corporation go ahead and just run up in there. We don't want no reach around. Don't want no kissing KY. Y'all just go on Democrats and Republicans. Do what you got to do. We just got to beat the other side. We had our chance. We could have stood up. Said, oh no, my neighbor's rights are just as important as mine. I don't give two damns. I don't like my neighbor's rights. My neighbor stinks, stupid, silly, doesn't mow his grass and stuff. I don't like him. But I got to stand up for his rights because I understand how it works. He wants to have his rights, so I got to have mine. I'm scared the hell of these immigrants. So I need to have my guns. And he stands up for my rights. I stand up for his, you know. You got to stand up for people's rights. Got to stand. He has a right to free speech. I don't like his speech, but I'm going to stand up for it. He got a right to that. You know, he has a right to pursuit of happiness. And his happiness is growing ferns in his yard, not grass. His happiness starts when the grass is over 8 inches and the butterflies and the hummingbirds have food. I don't like it. It lowers my house value. However, that's my neighbor's rights. We had our chance, Patricia. We didn't stand up. We bent the hell over and squealed like a piggy. What's the name of that movie? Don't get me started. Let me stop. What's the name of that movie? Deliverance. Yeah, that's right. No, we didn't want to be delivered. We wanted deliverance. That movie scared the hell out of me. Oh, that movie scared the hell out of me. Whew, deliverance. We didn't want Yellow Vest. No. Oh, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks' son gives updates on the conditions with his Illuminati tattoo, staring straight at the camera. Okay, well, Patricia, I'm dubious on the whole Tom Hanks rapper because he got the one with the son with the rapper. And what's his name? He's the rough, thug life, Big Babalu. My problem is I grew up on the outskirts of Washington, D.C. And I grew up around killers. I saw my first gun I saw my first gun in the hands of a child that might shoot me when I was 14 in school. It was in the hallway. So I'm not sure he's thug life. I think that he does things to get on television. So it is what it is. Let me see. Y'all cracking up? Was that funny? Slightly dirty. Oh Lord. I'm scared. Y'all talking about both. I don't think I need to find what he posted. Well, actually, no, I'm not on Facebook. I can read both comments. I'm not on Facebook. Sorry I'm late. I was enjoying my Vicks Vapor Rub Latte. What? Vicks Vapor? Okay. That wasn't nasty. That actually makes some sense. Because his commercials on Vicks Vapor Rub opens up your chest, allow you to breathe. The man might have had somebody coughing on him. So that's not dirty. What did he say? He must have said something dirty because y'all talking about Beaufort. He always got something that sounds slightly dirty, Beaufort. I hate it when I miss the joke. Don't y'all hate that? When other people got an inside joke and you can't pick it up, it just flies. I flew over my head. I'm not getting it. Y'all gonna have to take this bag of snakes and lay it out straight because I don't get it. Sorry I'm late. I was enjoying my Vicks Vapor Rub Latte. You know what? Most Americans would be right with you. They would drink a Vapor Rub Latte. I don't understand the joke. All right. Well, I think some other people like me probably don't get it. I don't get it. All right. It makes me feel stupid. It makes me feel stupid too, Tony. I don't get it. Wait a minute. Is that just Megs being nasty? Maybe Beaufort didn't even mean anything. That's why we sit. This is the fun part about not being on Facebook. I'm sorry, it is. We can have adult conversation. We can actually talk like we're grown. We can have a conversation like we're not 10. We can talk about real problems, have real jokes, and not worry about having live stream shut off. Your mind isn't dirty enough, G. Oh no, Max. Oh no, darling, don't go there. Don't go there. You're not doing that this morning. It is 11:26. You are not pulling me in that trap. Not pulling me in that. I'm trained. There's a difference, Meg. There's a difference. I'm trained, girl. I had a mama. She on Facebook too. I had a mama, and I got a sister, and I'm a man, and I'm born on a planet with a man. The male was given a thing, and he mostly has urges to propagate the species. So I mostly stay to myself. I keep my mouth shut. I see posts. I see these big girls, these Boomba Zumba girls sending me Facebook friend requests. I kind of ignore it. You know, I'm trained to a degree. I'm a slave. I know I need to say less and let women say more. Okay. So when y'all get nasty and dirty, I laugh. I say, oh, that's funny. And my mind does things. And half the time I'm laughing when y'all posting like nasty stuff when women post. I'm laughing, but I'm probably not laughing with y'all laughing. I'm just trying to tell you, men, it's just how our minds work. It's how our mind is. You might be some women close to dirty as men, but no, we we are trained. All right, we got mamas and sisters and wives and girlfriends and stuff like that. And we know not to let that demon out. We gonna keep that monkey in the bag. Don't let that monkey out, all right? So I let y'all do it. I'm just not gonna go there. Exactly, Christine, look at that. See, I'm just not gonna go there. I let y'all do it. I laugh. I don't engage. Because you think I got a big mouth about save the world. Think I got a big mouth about just process this. Lions murder other lions to take over the pride to get stuff. All right, they kill and then they eat the babies. They eat the cubs. I was watching a lion video, which I don't get it with y'all and these cats. And the lion ripped the cub in two. It was a cute little baby cub. Ripped it in two and ate that mother, was eating it. This is what men do for these things. You don't seem to understand. I don't want to get started. I'm tame. So I'll let y'all post on that, but I ain't gonna get into that. I save the world all the time, but I will not jump into that. I look at stuff and I laugh, and that's all I do. Because in this society, it's hate speech when a man says man things. I let y'all be thug life nasty for a little bit. It's women's turn anyway. We've been thug life nasty. Men run their mouth for the longest time. We need to shut the hell up, go and let women just take the stage, be nasty. Plus, it's more fun when women nasty anyway. You don't want no man to be nasty. Who doesn't want to see a man? Hear a man being... Men been nasty since we've been born. Okay? Let's let women have that stage for a little bit. So no, don't pull me in. Don't say that I'm not. I just keep my mouth shut. All right, we got something important to talk because I'm gonna get pulled into that conversation, and I don't want to. I'm gonna pull up. Sanchez, Wall Street in a crash and panic mode. Good, it should be. Crash Wall Street. Because let me take this bag and kind of correct it a little bit. I want Wall Street to crash. I want it to crash. Don't get me wrong. I want it to crash. I do. I said it yesterday and I still believe it today. I just don't want people to die. Okay? I don't want people to die. I do get we have a pharmaceutical industry and 20% of the medications they make keep people alive. We can bring the system down without a crash. Unfortunately, if we deserve a crash, then that crash has to come. Right? We manufacture drugs off of murdering people. We literally destroy other lands to have Viagra factories. Where is that? Puerto Rico or Colombia? I keep getting the two mixed up. We destroy people's lands to make all the stolen goods on Wall Street has to go. You don't get to keep a Wall Street. You don't get to keep your species and keep a Wall Street. It has to be burned to the ground. They robbed and stole everything. These are not smart people. This is not educated business. This is not anything holy, righteous, good, freedom, democracy. These are cronies. They literally built this system by buying a government that has the lack of character, empathy, compassion, morals, or ethics to not murder people and steal what they have. And their children too. You don't get to keep Wall Street. It has to go. So what we do in these trying times, people, you need to buy from your small businesses. You need to go buy your toilet plungers from your small businesses and don't hoard it. You need to go buy your toilet paper from your local toilet paper making person, which none of us seem to have anymore. That's okay, because mint, you can use mint for toilet paper too. And mint toilet paper, it'll make you feel kind of minty too. It's not bad. It's not bad. You know, just got to get a good clump of it. Don't get none on your fingers. Then that's how you get the cuckoo virus. You really won't get it then. And remember, everybody, you shake with the right hand, not with the left hand, because we don't have a lot of toilet paper anymore. My local Giant's out of toilet paper. It's gone. Y'all can grab it all. So in ancient times, there's a reason why we shake with the right hand, not with the left. The left was used for something else, unless you was rich, unless you was one of these people who can get on that airplane in Washington going down to Antarctica and ride out the apocalypse. Because you had slaves, they used the right and left hand to wipe your behind. But if you you got a left hand for a reason. That's why you shake with your right. Don't get it mixed up, because you're gonna get the cuckoo flu. You get it mixed up. No, Deborah, I did not say I use mint toilet paper. I didn't say that. I just said as a kid, I learned as a Boy Scout. Couldn't make it home in time. I had to bend over the log, take care of some business because I was a boy, and that's what boys do sometimes. And it was fall. And in fall, the leaves are not soft and green. They are dry, sharp, and crackly. And that's all I had to go with. It was not mint. It was probably an acorn tree or something. And for about a week, I was not feeling nice. It did not feel good for about a week. I hadn't scratched things that ain't supposed to be scratched, crackled things that ain't supposed to be crackled, and probably left some leaf particles and things in places that I didn't want. But I was like 7. I was learning lessons, but now I'm older and I understand. You gonna wipe your behind because ain't no toilet paper in the grocery store? Make sure it's green and soft and not in fall. Okay? Make sure it's still growing in the ground and know what poison ivy looks like, because that would be a bad idea. But these are apocalyptic rules. We probably need to do a live stream on apocalypse rules. Okay? Probably need to. So no, I never said I did. I said if I had to, I would. If I had to, I don't want to. If I had to, I would. I got that book on recycling urine. I don't want to. I need to know how to store it so it doesn't have that nasty taste to it, so it doesn't make the house smell that kind of way, like the urine balloons they used over in that damn Charlottesville. That's how they got that going. Somebody baby died. You throw urine, because urine after a day it ain't good. Urine after a couple days, your vomit, you get a scent of it. You know, I used to be on the road salesman. I hate to tell you how I know. I ain't gonna tell you how I know. It's good to know things and not need them than to need to know them and not have them. You know, it's why people post on their 2020s. I'd go to the next chapter of how to recycle your urine and keep it from going stale. That's a real book. I'm not lying to y'all. I wouldn't lie to y'all. I'm tell y'all the truth. I won't lie to y'all. The more y'all want to get out there and put Bernie Sanders and Trump back in, the more I need to know how to dry rice and keep the mice out of it. But the apocalypse is just waiting around the corner. You keep voting for this oligarchy. Virus update. Schools closed. National Guard called out. I need to look at that. This is what not to do.
Breaking news coming into us right now that I need to share with you before we continue with our corona coverage. Chelsea Manning, whistleblower, who's been in prison now for quite some time, who revealed secrets about the U.S. government while working at one of the government facilities, has just attempted suicide while in jail. Preliminary information we're getting right now is that she's recovering. This, according to her lawyers. Once again,
suicide, another reason to not be lost in the cuckoo flu. Why? Because once again, we have real problems. More people commit suicide than have cuckoo flu, but certainly not than people who's stupid to think they might have cuckoo flu getting in the way and clogging up resources to people who really need help. Once again, then this is Manning too. This is somebody who's actually doing good things in the world, telling you things that are truthful. But you're clogging up the system with your nonsense. This is another person. Once again, I'm always going to speak up for the people who need to be spoken up for. You need to speak up for people who need real help. Chelsea Manning is one that needs help. Okay? 22 soldiers a day commit suicide. That's more important than the cuckoo flu. All of these things and all of these people are more important than your cuckoo. Put your cuckoo back in the clock and let's grow the hell up.
Again, Chelsea Manning has attempted suicide in jail. Back to our corona coverage now. We're going to start something new here on the news with Rick Sanchez, because the information on the coronavirus.
Amen. I'm sorry, Miss Tree. You're absolutely right, girl. I missed it. You right. You were right, darling. You were right. Just in case, go and start them memes right now. Because meme writers, y'all saving the world. Y'all are saving the world right now. Chelsea Manning did not kill herself. Go and start writing it. Start writing it. Probably was not unassisted.
Front is just coming in so fast and so furious and constantly changing that we want to be able to give you the information in real time, all the information as it comes in. It's especially the stuff that's affecting you, your family, and stuff that's changing around the globe. Here to debut this segment for us tonight is Michelle Greenstein, reporting from our global coronavirus.
Love Greenstein. She always nails it. If there's any journalists left, she definitely might be one of them. I'm going to answer a question. Deborah's talking, Miss Trees. Exactly. Why do we do so many things wrong, unhealthy? Yes, we are unhealthy, Deborah. We literally have a model that makes unhealthy people mentally. We've starved people out of survival and happiness. We've allowed corporations to treat the country and the world like a tourniquet, just squeezing out every last little bit of joy and happiness. And the only thing left is mental illness. And that's what's running the world, on the consent that comes from everybody that's mentally ill. That's the only reason I can think of, is either that, Deborah Chandler, or we are a crazy as hell species and we need to go extinct as soon as possible. And the gods need to send another asteroid to bring some sort of a hurricane or tsunami or apocalypto time, wipe us all out and start over. One or the other, but I just think it's environment. I don't think there's good or bad people. You know what? And put that way, at the root level, I don't think there is healthy and unhealthy people. There are just environments. And a side effect is unhealthy people. When you have governments that are socially engineering your society and they're in bed with the biggest banks and corporations that are poisoning you and need to steal your resources and your rights, you make a lot of unhealthy people. The same reason the soldiers commit suicide is the same reason people are dying in the waiting line in the emergency room, because we're unhealthy. And people are unhealthy, they want that attention. They want that hypochondriac disaster capitalism. They want to be on the stage. They want people to listen to them. I got cuckoo flu. Mommy, you need to come make me some chicken. You need to come to my house and clean my house for me. You need to pay attention to me. Everybody, you make people that have those warrior genes that are turned on, that have these psychopathic needs. And to me, it's just psychopathy. It's on the spectrum. Because there's no way in hell I'm going to go to an emergency room if I got a tickle in my throat. There's no way in hell I'm going to an emergency room if I got a fever. I never did it as a child. I'm not going to do it now. There's no way in hell I'm going. Now, if I'm sick for a long period of time, I'm going to go. But I'm not going to do ridiculous and stupid things. I mean, first of all they do is give you antibiotics anyway, and that never helped. That just caused more problems in the environment. That caused more problems in your body. I know the vast majority of people don't even show symptoms, and the ones who do, their body fights it off, and then a very small percentage die. If that's the case, to me, I'd be psychopathic to go stand in front of somebody else who was shot, stabbed, has diabetes, ovarian cancer, leukemia, lung cancer. Well, you know what, Christina, used to be common sense. It's not common anymore. It's not common anymore. Our parents taught us well. Our parents were strong people, Christine, most of them. And our grandparents were even stronger. And our grandparents were even stronger. And we're fools. Every next generation probably is. But we need to dip back into that common sense as much as possible. It's just like letting other people go first. It's like I was trained to be a slave. I do let women go through the door before me. I hold the door if I can, because I was trained that way. You let other people go before you. If it's a little girl, little kid, little boy trying to walk through a door and you at the Walmart, you stand back and you open the door for them because that's what you do. You're an adult. You want to be last. And that's a scripture. Another reason people hating on religion, that's another scripture. The first shall be last and the last shall be first, right? You put other people first. We build a better society by putting other people before us. So it used to be common sense. We need to make common sense sexy again. That's what we need to do.
Update desk. Michelle, take it away.
Okay, Rick, thank you. A few major stories we're following here this evening. In Italy, the entire country is on lockdown. The entire country is quarantined, all 62 million people. The government has instructed people to stay at home as much as possible. And what you're looking at now is footage from Rome, where police today are making sure that all people stay at least 3 feet apart. Additionally, the government has ordered the halt to all commercial activity except things like supermarkets and pharmacies, and all businesses that are open do need to close at 6 p.m. Now, in Iran, the vice president has actually contracted this novel coronavirus along with 2.
Hang on. So before we talk about Iran, once again, that's Italy. If Italy working for what's going on with Italy, I'm all for it. That's what the people want to do. That's what the people want to do. It's what's working for them. I'm not in Italy, so I can't tell anybody what's going on in Italy. Let each land determine what they have to do. I know that won't work here. That happens here, we all gonna die. You can't stop this market. We have to keep moving forward. We can't slow things down. So if that works in there, then that's great. Standing 3 feet apart. I mean, that sounds like common sense to me. I mean, I get posts and pop-ups all the time about how Italy's falling apart and it's like somebody dropped a bomb on Italy and blah, blah, blah. That's not what I just saw. I just saw some things that actually might have sounded like common sense. But you can't do that in an economy that requires growth.
Other cabinet members, that's him right there. By the way, Foreign Minister of Iran, Javad Zarif, is taking the opportunity to call for an end to U.S. sanctions. He said, quote, this is the last thing he tweeted. He said, Donald Trump is maliciously tightening U.S. illegal sanctions with the aim of draining Iran's resources needed in the fight against COVID-19. The world.
I'm so happy he said that. Ooh, we're going to get on there. Oh, I'm so glad he said that.
Can no longer be silent as U.S. economic terrorism is supplanted by its medical terrorism. Now, although the situation's in...
Thank you. I love it when confirmation comes through and through and through. Sanctions are warfare. Flus don't become pandemics unless you got ignorant models. Okay, Obama did it. Trump's doing it. It's not an anti-Trump. There is no flu that's ever become a pandemic without an ignorant government helping it, right? Holding back resources, holding back technology, or holding back information. We talked specifically about the Spanish flu, which was the Alabama flu until there was a war and they sent it from Alabama to Spain on accident. Cultivated, and because it was in a war zone, we helped it to grow and learn in the human body to murder the human beings, and millions of people died from the Spanish flu. That was the Alabama flu. We're stupid. Anybody cheering sanctions is a fool. I don't know what is wrong with you. You, at some point in time, have to rejoin the human race. You have to rejoin the human race and realize the system and government is not. It's got nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the system. Trump is told what to do, just like Obama was. They slap him and they tell him what to do. These systems literally help bacteria cultivate and learn how to murder every human being on this planet. When the hell will we grow up and realize that? When the hell will we grow up to realize everything is out to get us? Everything is out there to reclaim our energy, and bacteria is going to get it. Why? Because we're too stupid and we give it a chance. The people in Iran, they're not people in Iran, they're just people, and they're in a land. They have a body like yours, and if you give the swine flu, the chicken flu, the cuckoo flu, or the Federal Reserve flu a chance to cultivate in that body, it's going to come back and it's probably going to murder your children, as it should. A species divided against itself will fall, just like a house divided against itself will fall. And that's just real talk. I'm glad he said that, because he is historically and factually right. Every pandemic happened at a time of war. Every single pandemic needed help from either poverty, artificial scarcity, kings and lords holding back from their people, so they were sick, so their bodies cultivated it, or the governments today playing artificial scarcity, playing obsolescence, and still cheering war. If your model is to create a pandemic by helping bacteria learn how to survive and live in other human beings you don't like the longest, you should go extinct. We've earned it. We deserve it. Thank you for saying that. I'm so glad he said it. It's about time we grow the hell up and stop acting like little children, like we don't know how the world works. This is how the world works.
Italy and Iran, Rick, seem like they're really headed downhill. In China, it appears the crisis may in fact be waning. In Tuesday.
Hang on, before we do China, Meg said something. I got a natural soap with oils and additional oils to replenish the lost moisture IMO. Yes, that Megs, and they provide a barrier. That's why I always put essential oils in my lotion, because the essential oils add a protective barrier. When you take these showers in these chlorinated water, it kills your skin. It kills cells on your skin. It dries your skin up. When your skin dries up, where's my microscope at? This is why I'm a geek. This is why I geek out. I'm about to geek out. Hang on. I got my microscope around here somewhere. Here we go. I'm about to geek out. Go get you one of these little microscopes. This is why I love to geek out. And you look at your skin when you get out the shower. You'll see all kind of cracks and openings and everything. It's a digital microscope, 1000x. It's probably not 1000x, that's fake news. They got to advertise it. They're lying commercials. It's probably 920x. Anyway, the point is, you can see the cracks in your skin. When you use the essential oils, it creates a barrier. Your skin is the largest organ in your body. And it's not a protective barrier, it's a mesh. And you have skin cells, and those skin cells don't like to die. When chemicals and cuckoo flu hit your skin cells, what do your skin do? What do your cells do? Do they stay there and let the bacteria harm them? No, they don't. You can be 3 feet away from somebody and they cough and it lands on your skin. Your cells literally open up. Why? Because it knows you have an immune system. It knows you eat healthy. It knows that you're within your bloodstream are white blood cells that know how to kill the cuckoo flu, because it knows you ain't cuckoo. It knows that you don't get your produce from your local Walmart. It knows that you don't go, how Michael Pollan said, that you don't fill up where you fuel up. It knows that. It knows that you don't buy anything that has a commercial and eat it as a staple food. It knows that. So the cells spread apart, open the mesh to let the cuckoo flu in. And once the cuckoo flu goes in, your white blood cells are supposed to take care of it. Literally, you fight your own body. That's how your body works. So essential oils are important because the essential oils create an extra barrier. Right? The cuckoo flu lands on the oils, and plus your body doesn't have to go through overproduction, creating oils every single day to moisturize your skin, because you need to keep washing it off because you smell funky at work. You see how that works? The human body's a machine and it works. And this is why science is important. This is why doctors are important. This is why scientists are important. Not that they're always right, but they can help you. They can help explain to you how you work. Then you make good decisions off of the research that they have done. That's how that works.
The last 2 of the 16 temporary hospitals that were built in Wuhan have actually been permanently shut down. So these 16 hospitals in total held 13,000 patients, and they are now all permanently closed because they are no longer needed. So a small bit of good news there. Now, over in the United States, where over 1,000 people have...
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Any of the virus people hear that? One's on my thread telling me I should be yelling and screaming and running in the streets and ripping my hair out and I ain't got no more damn hair. The Wuhan hospitals are closing up. Who told us this? Del Bigtree told us this. Del Bigtree, reading the science, a man who actually understands what he's talking about, and he used to be a doctor. He told you it's burning out. The thing is burning out. The human body learns how to fight it. Why? Because the common flu is based on the coronavirus, and your body already knows how to beat it. Most of your bodies, and the ones that don't, you'll get some help down the road. If you're still buying pesticide produce and eating out at restaurants all the damn time and have no idea that the human body needs a lot of deep leafy greens, if you ain't figured that out, you got healthy people that do, right? Like, that's our purpose. Like, I remember being a kid growing up, you'd watch these movies and it's like, okay, the pandemic comes in, the outbreak, we need to find the one child that learns how to fight off the bacteria, the lucky child with a lucky set of DNA, and it figures out how to fight it. That's not true. That's fake news. There are people who actually know what to eat. There are people who live on farms and they eat natural and healthy and they make most of their foods at home. They don't have lives because they're cooking all the time, but and those of us who don't get sick, our bodies learn how to fight it, and then they can make a what is it called? Oh, y'all gonna give me lying. Don't get me lying. I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, not any of that. But we will produce this is the white blood cells that they take and they harvest and they actually can make a vaccine from, or they can somehow cultivate and give other people the antibodies. I think they're called antibodies. Yes! Is that right? Yes, Beaufort said it. Yes! A smart person said it. I got it right. I like when I get it right. I got it right, teacher. I got it right. The antibodies, right? Because your body makes those. And it's not, some lucky kid, who figured out how to do it, had the right DNA. No, it was actually somebody who had just ate the food they're supposed to eat. They didn't live on tasty cakes, right? They had the immune system, they had their vitamin C and their ashwagandha and their cannabis and all the nutrients. And so when their body got exposed to it, they learned how to fight it. And they take that thing that Beaufort just posted, can't barely pronounce, antibody, and they put it in other people, and other people get healthy. So in Wuhan, that's happening. So we don't have to go crazy. And that was ground zero. Ground zero.
Have contracted this novel coronavirus, and over 30 have died. In Washington state, the governor has actually banned all gatherings of 250 people or more for fear that this virus could spread. Now, in the state of New York, the CDC just gave that state $16.7 million to help combat the spread of the disease. And this is, of course, part of the $8.3 billion in emergency funding that Trump just signed last week. Now, also in the state of New York, they've created a coronavirus containment zone in New Rochelle, and that's what you're looking at right now. New Rochelle has more than 100 cases. It's about 25 miles outside New York City. And starting Thursday, Rick, all schools and other large gathering spots are going to be shut down for at least 2 weeks. And the National Guard has been deployed to provide food and other medical services. Now, in Washington, D.C., today, a state of emergency has been declared, with D.C. health officials recommending that all non-essential mass gatherings be either canceled or rescheduled. And that means all gatherings of 1,000 people or more. Now, finally, in the U.S., I want to take you to West Virginia.
Hang on, before we go too far. I'm not on board totally with that. I don't like that completely. I think that if you have a gathering that's useless, or a gathering that people don't need to survive by, you cancel it. Like I don't like the idea of putting a number, because the number means absolutely nothing. Like, in general, sure, but I like the idea of educating people, right? The problem I have is that if you need that event to happen because it's how you feed your children, you need that event to happen, and of course 1,000 people ain't gonna show up anyway. You're only gonna get about 500. You're only gonna get about 200. Most people aren't gonna leave the house. But like a mandated, don't go out your house, or you cannot go to this event, or we're blocking it, I don't think that's wise. Once again, the cuckoo flu is not the danger. The danger is pandemonium. The danger is people not having enough food to feed their children that they gotta steal. The danger is people are armed and they'll do anything for water. The danger is shutting down an economy that has to keep going. I think you have to have a little more methodical approach to that. But this is the issue. This is the issue you have when you have a government that's not educating people, it's indoctrinating. This is what you have when you have a government and education system that's not based in giving people critical thought, empathy, love, compassion, all the stuff that we talk about. right? When kids have that, they know they're sick. I'm not leaving the house. When you teach that to people as children, then they grow up and that's a priority for them too. No, I'm not going to go out the house. Why? Because I don't want to get anybody sick. No, I'm not going to shake your hand. I don't want to shake your hand because I don't want to get you sick. Yeah, I'm going to wear a mask on my mouth and people will make jokes and laugh and whatever. But no, y'all need to stand back because I don't want to get y'all sick. I love y'all. We're all a part of the same energy. We're all one. Why in the world would I do that? You make people who are great citizens who can think. So you don't have to do all these draconian laws and have police with guns and SWAT teams and armored vehicles and things like that because you got people who you cultivated to be people. Not people that you made into a slave, and when bad times come, you have to force them to do everything. It's like my kids. As an example, I taught my kids to be critical thinkers. Them little bastards don't need me. They don't need me. I want to be needed too. I want to be needed half the time. I'm like, damn it, why I make them damn things so smart? They're little thinkers. They question dad, they question mom, they question everything, But they're self-starters. They can go out. They do stuff that amazes me. It amazes me. I had a son went out at the age of 21 and bought a house. Bought a house by 21. But 21, I think I was still trying to figure out how to buy lotion at the counter. He bought a house at 21. They're little critical thinkers. They're all doing their thing. You want to make kids the same way a government, a sentient government would want to make its people, self-sufficient. Yeah, sure, it's bad for the government because you're not needy. You don't need them for medicine. You don't need them for protection. You don't need them for this, that, and the other. But they're sustainable people. So when bad times come, they can handle themselves. All you got to do is give them the information. Hey, listen, y'all, look, this is how the news should have been. If we had an education system that was actually educating children, giving them the important things, not just math, science, and English to go send them to work for a big billionaire's corporation to fuel a GDP for Wall Street, right? But you gave them a class in empathy. You gave them a class in yoga. You gave them a class in understanding the Yemeni people. You gave them a class in understanding the Christian people. You gave them a class in understanding the Muslim people. You gave them a class that made them all sensing. You gave them a class in consciousness. It would be self-starters. You give them critical thought from preschool to graduation in college. Critical thought all through. How to think for yourself. How to question your teacher. How to question your government. How to question your ignorant parents. You create sustainable people. And when the cuckoo flu started going, all you had to do was say, hey, y'all, the cuckoo flu's out. If you get it, you might get other people sick. That's the end of it. These kids as adults would know they're part of a collective. You don't put them out there and put them in conflict with other people to get better grades and better jobs and get more resources and steal more than other people and then hate the rich. And we need to eat the rich. You eating your neighbor. Why are you talking about eating the rich, right? You beat your neighbor out of a position at a university. You beat your neighbor out of a job. You are the rich. You suck at it. If we had sentient, self-starting, critical thinking kids and government did that for their citizens, we wouldn't have these problems. We wouldn't have a nature that succeeds at extincting our population. China closing the hospitals probably because they turned off the 5G. Well, that's true too, Patricia. Ain't that right? They can make it worse. Oh, you know what? I never even thought about that. That's logical. That's logical. If I had a hospital, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I was better at being a billionaire, an apathetic billionaire, and I didn't suck at it like I do now, and I made my money from people being sick in the hospital through selling them treatments and equipment and pharmaceuticals and scheduling time with me, I think I'd be okay with 5G being in the hospital. I literally could crank it up and make sure that your immune system ain't doing nothing. The same reason they give you chemotherapy drugs, the same reason they give the doctors cash money, baby, in the hand for giving you chemotherapy drugs. Because if you shut down their immune system, their ability to heal themselves, you make more money. You sell more medications, you get more appointments. If I owned a hospital, hell yeah, I'd have 5G, Patricia. They come through the door, I shut them immune systems off. As soon as they come through that door, Patricia, I shut them off. Hey, this is gonna be a shopping trip, baby. You thought you came here to deal with your cuckoo flu. Oh no, you're gonna need the vaccine for the staph infection. You're gonna need the vaccine for the shingles. You're gonna need the vaccine for the bubonic plague. I'd maximize on the profit, baby. If I lived in a time where capital ruled and capital decided everything, I'd try to make as much capital as I could. You're probably right. They didn't shut that 5G off. That's just real talk. That's not conspiracy theory. We know for 4G damages DNA, then 5G, and when you have damaged DNA, your immune system is busy doing something else. It's not busy fighting the cuckoo flu, so it does make sense. That's the first thing I do too, Patricia. I mean, you know, your house router, it's significantly lower power. I'm not even sure if it even hurts you in any way, but I wouldn't take no chance. They lied to me about everything. If I came down with the cuckoo flu, started that tickle in your throat, coughing, sneezing, or whatever, or any kind of flu. Anytime I get sick, just turn that Wi-Fi off. Turn the Wi-Fi off. In fact, I've been thinking about doing this, and I need to, Patricia, is putting the Wi-Fi on a timer. And get those little $2 timers out of there. Got them at the dollar store now. You can plug the timer in the wall, set it on, so when it's time to go to sleep, midnight, you know nobody's online, kids supposed to be asleep, you sleep, shuts off your Wi-Fi. At least while you're sleeping at night, you're not damaging, you're not causing more problems through EMF. All right, let's see, let that finish
Where
up.
the National Guard is currently training hospital medical staff on how to wear this protective equipment. What you're looking at now is a member of the West Virginia National Guard giving training to staff at Cabell Huntington Hospital in West Virginia. And as we know, Rick, finally, to close out before I kick it back to you, we've got colleges and universities all moving their classes online. Ohio State, Harvard, Duke, University of Pittsburgh, University of North Carolina, all of Florida State universities, all of these classes will now be moved online. At least 135 colleges are doing this, and some are also
Permanently, not temporarily, permanently. Move them permanently online. I love efficiency. I hate inefficiency. Is why I did the whole automation thing. I like efficient things. I don't like inefficient things. Putting people in cars that use fossil fuels to drive to go to class is stupid, dumb, inefficient. It's destroying ecosystems. I'll leave that up to other people, whether it's changing the climate. I don't know that I care. I know that we are inefficient. We need to stop doing the inefficient things. And if that slows the climate from changing down, well, good. If it doesn't, well, you know, we know the climate's always change. I don't fit on any side of that. When you do inefficient, stupid things, you need to stop, right? Sending people to work who don't actually have to be in the office. You need a work from home program, and not a program to offer as an option, but to force people to work from home. People that work from home are happier. They're more productive for you, for the most part. But this whole idea of building a society because you need to see the slaves on your plantation in case you want to crack a whip and make sure they're not watching the daytime stories while they're working, that needs to stop. We need an efficient society. This is what's wrong with us. We don't have sustainable practices. The universities need to quit and they need to go permanently online. The jobs that can need to go permanently online, and the people who have jobs that have absolutely nothing to do with infrastructure that humans need, we need to get rid of them jobs. We need to get rid of them corporations too.
kicking students out of their on-campus housing as well.
Wow, this is a lot going on. Thanks so much for bringing us up to date, Michelle. We look forward to any developments as they come in. Thanks again.
Yeah. Oh, I never heard of that, Patricia. They're calling it 5G induced dry pneumonia. There, it could be. Could be. I'm not going to challenge you on that. When I said that yesterday, that I don't see any direct links, I'm saying I don't see direct links. Y'all see what I'm saying with that? But I'm not going to fuss with Patricia over it. Why would I do that? Then I'd probably turn around and tell her she was right. Like, damn it, you got me again. No, I'm not going to. Why would I fight? I don't know. I know that they should not have 5G in hospitals. They shouldn't have it in your damn neighborhood, let alone in the hospital. And people are getting sick. And we don't know the truth about the origins of that virus. Did anybody hear from that scientist who said it would look like it was man-made? Did y'all hear from him? Is he still around? He was on Del Bigtree's thing. Did he disappear? Did they put him with Dr. Sebi somewhere? They put him with JFK? I don't care as long as they poison us. Climate change has no meaning. Let me see. I don't care as long as they, well, I think you mean stop poisoning us, Christine, right? Climate change has no meaning. And that actually is an interesting statement. Climate change really doesn't have a meaning. We take things that just go the way that they do in the ecosystem that we have, and we like to give them labels. Mostly because we like to control other people. Climate change doesn't have a meaning. The bottom line is if waters are rising, we need to do something about that. You know, if people can't grow the food that they used to in the environments that they have, we need to do something about that. If we're allocating most of our resources to sanctions and war, and people are dying, we're cultivating viruses that are going to kill off our ecosystems and our people, then we need to stop doing it. Sanctions, the word shouldn't even exist. I think in the future, they're gonna look back at us like we're the Nazis. They're gonna look back at like the Nazis like the Nazis were nobody. Did you see what the Americans were doing? Oh my God. The Nazis, oh, those were nice people. Those are nice people by comparison. Do you know what the Americans were doing? Did you see this? They started a worldwide pandemic worse than the Spanish flu because they created sanctions in North Korea. They created sanctions in Guatemala? Who we sanctioned? Venezuela? They created all kind of apocalypses all over the planet, spread over, killed 1 billion people because these ignorant people wanted to steal the oil. And they had two political parties cheering back, fighting back and forth, and empowered the corporations and the banks around the world to do it. Oh my God, yeah, America was a horrible place. Everyone, all the American flag in 80 years, if we're still here, they'll be hiding them flags under there in chests like they do with the German stuff now, all the Nazi paraphernalia. They hide all that stuff. Oh no, I wasn't from America. Nope, my grandfather was not an American. Nope. You know, this is what happens when we consent to such psychopathic rule. We have to stand on principles, people. It's always bad when you kill somebody. You don't get to kill people for their resources. Manufactured madness. That fits in with the title right here. We manufacture the madness. Yes, Del Bigtree is on today. In fact, he's gonna be on soon, Christine. I'm about to get off here because Del Bigtree is the man. If y'all don't watch Del Bigtree, y'all need to watch Del. That brother, he's swinging. He's swinging, and he's gonna swing as long as he can. Eventually they're gonna kill him. They're gonna put him somewhere too. But yeah, I appreciate what he has to say. Student loan debt on the backs of youth when they were not made aware that there's no work in particular fields is nothing short of abusive. Ooh, yes. That you can be replaced by another willing to work for, can't read the screen, I got boogers on my screen. To work for less than the gross. Right. Well, Miss Tree, a lot of stuff to that. A lot to that. That is a scam. It's literally a scam to get people to go into industries that they won't have jobs for. That's criminal. It's downright criminal. It's downright criminal to trick a child to go into an industry you know you're subsidizing with automation that they won't ever get a job in. That's criminal. Who does that? Who does that to their children? Who does that to their citizens who have to support them as they get older? Who does that? The elite that y'all keep voting for. That's who does it. The same people getting on them airplanes going to Antarctica. That's who does it. Oh, hell yeah, they do it. They should do it. That's who does it. Because they don't care. They're not worried about your little ignorant kid getting a job. They're not worried. They're going to be fine, just like the apocalypse. They're going to get right on this airplane. They're going right down to Antarctica. They're going to be safe. You're the one who has to recycle your urine. They don't really care. I'm going to see if I find me an Antarctica bunker. Because I know they got bunkers down there, and that's where they go. They don't care. They don't care. We're stupid, and so they shouldn't care. Right? They shouldn't care. We keep voting for the wealthiest people around the world to rule everything. They run the education system. They run the loan department, the banks behind it. Look at that. See, it's the seed bank, right? And that seed bank in Antarctica, they're going to be right down there. When your politicians, when they fly into Antarctica, they fly probably right past that seed bank, right there. Right, isn't that a pretty seed bank? Ain't that a pretty view? I think Monsanto owns that now. They fly right by the seed bank. Like, oh, hey, there's a seed bank. See, they're probably showing their kids right now. The little Trumps and little Obama kids and the little Merkel kids and the May kids all sitting together on the plane. They looking at it right now. The little kids from prime ministers from all around the world all flying to Antarctica to be safe. Like, look, kids, that's what's going to feed the future of the world when we've restarted without the ignorant people that we stole all the resources from. The dumb ones, the ones that keep still sending their kids into fields that they know the robots do a hell of a lot better. They didn't know how to, and this is why they had to go extinct, kids. Everybody look at the seed bank. That's how we're going to repopulate the world with our seed, because they were too stupid to figure it out. We literally, they used to put Boston Dynamics videos on the internet, show them the robots that would do their job, and they couldn't figure it out. They kept sending their kids in the industries to be doctors and lawyers and bankers. They thought that they were going to be in the big club. They would get student loans and take up all kind of debts, which gave us more money and taxes and interest, so we could build our beautiful land here in Antarctica to make sure we're safe while they all kill each other. Oh gosh, we are a special bag of monkeys. We certainly are. Let me see. He's been knocking it out the park with the cuckoo virus. I don't knock anything out of any parks, Lori. That's the cuckoo virus. That's the media. The media is stupid. The media literally makes it so easy that you can look and see all the scams and things that they're up to. But it's cuckoo virus. It's been making people cuckoo. And to add to that, I don't knock anything out of anywhere. This is just like history. This is how it always goes. It always goes this way. We're stupid. They just use the same scheme they've been using for how many thousands of years? 5,000 years they've been playing this monkey game on us. And we just like the monkeys go for it. We see something shiny, we got to grab it. I trust the media. You know what you saw on CNN? You know what Fox News done showed me? You know what the elites are telling me? Yeah, the people that's poisoning the water, they said they got something for me to be safe. Oh gosh. I misunderstand. What I misunderstand? Oh, you know what? Because I don't see the replies, Lord. I don't see if you're. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it doesn't show me if you're replying to somebody. G often misunderstands me. Lord, I misunderstand everybody. That's how I go. I misunderstand. I try to read comments and keep the thoughts going. This is not easy to do, Lori. This is hard. This is actually really hard. School was easy. At school, this was hard. This is not easy to do. Del Big Tree. Oh, he's knocking out the park. Did he say cuckoo virus? I thought I patented cuckoo virus. Did Del Big Tree? Did I get that from him? I could have plagiarized. I could have stole it. I don't know. I watch stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, he's killing it. Del is funny. Del is honest. He does the research. He's a doctor. That's why I almost trust him. You know how I say I don't trust anybody? I don't trust Del, but if the word trust is gonna be used in terms of a doctor, yeah, he's pretty damn close to it. He's pretty damn close to it. As long as big pharma's running after him and big pharma's trying to poison me with 80% of their medications, I'm gonna go with Del. If the enemy of my enemy is not necessarily my friend, but he's telling more truthful things. If Big Pharma doesn't like Del, okay, let's go with it. Let me see. Oh, he does say Corona. Okay, all right, let's see. I'm not sure if I'm funny, Laura. I think I live in funny times. I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing with grown adults, the things that they tell me. It's just funny to me. I don't know why. I listen to grown adults and they talk to me, and I don't see grown adults. I see like people who's like 7. They're like, I see a daycare. I know you look grown, got gray hair on your face and coming out your face and everything, and all kind of cellulose and stuff in place. You look like a grown adult, but you not saying nothing grown out your mouth. You just saying just the dumbest, ignorant things that I think at the age of 10 you should have figured out. And that's why I had this conversation in my head. I love you to death, but I have no idea why we let you drive motor vehicles in this world. I love you to death, but you, with the brain that you got and the brains that you got with them brains, I don't think that you should be holding that pen and standing up at the same time. The kings and the lords been pulling this game for a long time. About time we get outside of these monkey genetics, grow the hell up, understand history, realize how things work, stick to the principles and the common sense and the wisdom that our elders gave all of us before we started trusting the television and industries more than what we were handed down. You know, that's what I think. All right, there you go. That's the bank. That's the seed bank. They're flying over that bank right now. They're, oh yeah, well, we're gonna land here. Everybody need to check on your rich people. Check on the rich people. We need to have rich people check in. Rich people. We need to text our rich people. Well, no, because you can't text, because they could text them they could text back from the airplane. We need to drive by the houses. We need to drive by their houses and make sure all the rich people home. And don't get fooled because they got them lights on a switch to make the light cut on at nighttime. Yep, my rich people home. Okay. We need a map. You like how the map, they got the 5G and the cuckoo virus breakout where you can like sync up. We need to sync up when the rich people disappear because that's how we know they're heading to Antarctica. Everybody that lives in a house that's worth over $1 million, we need check-in. We need to know exactly where they are at all times. Like the what's that, the Santa Claus map? Y'all know at Christmas time where you can see where Santa's at? I need to see where the rich people at. And I want to see if you see all the rich people in their sleds all start heading during Antarctica, you know that this is about to come to an end. It's a chess game. It is a Zero Wolf. It's a chess game. It's a chess game. It is a chess game, and most of the adults keep showing up with some damn checkerboard pieces. Like, we're gonna play, yeah, come on to the house, we're gonna play chess. We show up to play chess, and your friends show up with some checkerboard pieces. Like, no, you can't show up with the mainstream media. If we gonna talk about honest things, no, you can't do that. No, it's not gonna work. You can't show up with facts given to you by billionaires who are literally creating the environments that require you to want to know facts. You can't bring the people who cause the problems to help solve the problems. That's the significant breakdown in the. I'll talk about the American model because I don't know anything about the Canadian model or the European models. In the American model, is we are literally modeled to fail. We are modeled for extinction, and right in the core of the model is you're utilizing the people who cause the problems to fix the problems. But their retirement is based on keeping the problem. So of course they lie to you about the problem, but they tell you the truth about the problem, but they lie to you about they're going to try to fix it. They literally would be destroying their career. And it's just common sense to me. All right, we good? We good. I'm about to get the hell out of here. Yes, that's why they are first on the list. Our second trip we want to take is to Alaska. Hopefully it's in the next couple years. Okay, Alaska would be a beautiful place to go. If Alaska's still there, is Alaska still there? May not be there. Rich folk, oh yes, Patricia, yes. Somebody needs to do a meme. Rich folk radar. Somebody needs to do a meme. Where are mean people at? I saw Damien Pirtle the other day, and who was the other one? Sarah the Red. We need a meme. We're both on that. We need a meme for rich people radar. We definitely need that because we need to know where they at. We need to know where they at today, tomorrow, anytime a world apocalypse kicks up, anytime people start acting ignorant, anytime we think they might be fueling them jets to go get on an ark, hide in Antarctica, or go under bunkers. We need to know where the rich people at. That's the new world. That's the law. That's what I want. We have direct democracy or RIC. I want a rich people radar app. I want to know where all of them at. They got $1 billion in the bank or more. We need to know where they at all points in time and positions in place. Otherwise, you don't get to have $1 billion. We need a law. We need a law that says if you got over $500 million, you need to have a tag. It means you're a psychopath, number one. Number two means we need to tag you. Like to have that radar tag they put on the poor people, the anklets that go to prison. We need to know. I don't know where they need that. Tyrone, I don't even know where he at. Jethro with the mullet, I don't even know where he at. Tyrone and his Timberland, I don't even know where they at. They don't really hurt people. Billionaires hurt people, not poor people in gangs, but wealthy people with corporations and banks and central banks. We need to know where they're at all times. I like that. I like that. Coin that word. Coin that. We need rich people radar. We need rich people with resources radar. The people who own the resources, and we probably need to know where their resources at too, because they ain't their resources. They just stole them from everybody. All right, there you go. Listen, y'all have a great day. It's Gerard. Ignore the manufactured madness. We can definitely end up in an apocalypse if we're stupid and we don't get how this works. It makes sense that they want to shut down Wall Street. You know, it may not even that one is maybe. Because at different levels, there are people who own the Wall Street. There are people who own the resources in the market. They don't care nothing about the market. They just like investing in the market, right? How do you day trade and make money? By up and down of the stocks. What's happening right down? Them stocks are going down. Somebody's making a mint. I don't believe in conspiracy theory. I believe in economic theory. Somebody can make money on it. Somebody's making money. All right, this is Gerard. I gotta go. Make sure you guys watch Del Big Tree today and share it out on your pages. Sharing matters. Sharing lives matters. Gerard, Y'all have a great, fantastic, stupidipulous, and joyful day. That rally gonna take us out. Do you want to free the people? You can free the people. You got to stop trusting the news. That's step one. Stop trusting people you don't know to do things that you actually don't have the resources to do. The manufactured madness, the illness that we all seem to live in. Feed the monkey.
Do you want to set the world free? Have perfect harmony? Isn't it time for that? Do you want to free, boom, 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 free the people? Do you want to free, boom, 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 free the people from the bottom to the top? Make modern slavery stop. Do you want to let go of the prisoners? See everyone happy. We can have this and more if we open up the doors. Well, what do you think about that? Do you want to free too? Close down all the zoos. Do you want to boom, 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 boom? Do you want to boom, 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 boom? Do you want to free, boom, boom, free the people? Do you want to free, boom, 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 free the people from the bottom to the top? Make modern slavery stop. Do you want to?
Yes, I want to free the people, but I answer a question. I'm back real quick. You gotta wait. Everybody knows that you don't leave the theater till it's over. You don't leave the theater till the last little thing goes, because they like to hide like that last little piece in the end. Plus, Pat, yeah, I can't stop it. Pat's got an awesome voice. Question real quick. Rebecca Costello, because I didn't read any comments from her. She asked, what would the poor folks do? What would it signal common folk to do if the wealthy went in their bunkers? So on Rich People Radar, RPR, when RPR shows that the rich people are going for their bunkers, the only thing to me, Rebecca Costello, that would mean is that everyone's been scammed, right? That would be that release of information to people who are possible of critical thought and common sense that they were scammed, right? When they realize, when they see that their kids are flying to a bunker and the poor kids aren't, when they see that they're going to be okay, that they really were never fighting the cuckoo flu, they were never really trying to clean the water, they were never really trying to share the resources to help people, I think that that would key everybody into standing down. Because we don't need to fight. There's no fight that needs to be had. I don't think, Rebecca. All we need is people to realize they were scammed. As long as people knew that they were being scammed, we could stand down. And people standing down, great things happen. As long as people are in the street in pandemonium, out there voting to fight other people because they think they're righter than the other people, we got a problem. When people stand down and you give them a common foe, great things happen. So either we need Rich People Radar so we can see them actually flying after playing us, or we need a big alien spacecraft. We don't need invasion, just some motherships, about 8 of them all around the world. Let everybody see them, realize we have a greater enemy. Then we'll be good. All right, that was the point. I need to answer that real quick. I'm out. I am out, but I gotta actually, I was gonna be real quick. Copy this and move this over. So on the last screen, y'all can see this. Y'all can see VK on the last screen. Onto the last screen and post it. I wanted to answer that question. It's just everything is information, right? When people realize they were scammed and their kids were scammed, then I think you can get some emotional responses out of people that end up well. That's it. All right, Gerard, I'm out. Gotta go. Have a great day. I'm done now.
You wanna boom, 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 boom? Do you wanna free, boom, boom, free the people? Do you wanna free?